Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. Btbtv. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I just made you a moderator, bro.
Btbtv. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up everyday mission, it's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Wax Dog.
They said I couldn't have, got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope, the opioid. We don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who won the place and them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to they like movie, curtain closed. Yeah, Btbtv. It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man.
Make sure you subscribe to Wax Dog new channel. Peace to the 5% nation, the guys on earth. Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahman to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. And y'all already know what it is. We ain't the blood or crip. We doing our own thing. Btbtv, the started his own gang. Like, nigga, what? Yeah, I should have a couple of guests coming up here today. We're going to talk about this, you know what I mean? But I want to say, this is what happens when a mother gets the opportunity to raise a boy when a father's in good standings. You know what I mean? Now, Marquis is a little shit. He's a little shit. And he ruined his relationship with his father over shit that his mother said. We're going to get into... Matter of fact, let me play his baby mom's first interview, one of his baby mom's interviews. You know what I mean? Let you hear the shit she said. Yeah, this is fair use.
On the radio giving an interview about 50 Cent, pretty much, you know, going into the details of their relationship, the relationship 50 has with his son. We're going to break this all the way down. You know, we're about to step all over this, bro. So let's get into it. Here we go. Shaniqua Tompkins on the line.
That said, of course, we seen Get Rich or Die Trying. And basically, that was, I guess, a loosely based story on you guys, the way that, you know, you fell in love, right?
Bruh, it is 2022, about to be 2023. Why is we still talking about get rich or die trying, bro? Like that wasn't 20 years ago. Come on now, ain't nothing happened since then. Let's keep going, bro.
Yeah, loosely gay, so yeah, we met through a mutual friend. I've known him since we were teenagers. And we dated like in our late teens, early 20s, initially. And I was about, I was like over 30. And yeah.
And how old was Marquis?
Say it again, Sonny.
How old was Marquis when you left?
When I left him?
Mm-hmm.
He was 11 years old.
Okay.
Now we got to note the spirit and the energy right off the back, bro. Anytime a woman has to reiterate multiple times, I left him, it's because she want to feel like she's the person in position of power and control the relationship, bro. She want to feel like she's not a dummy for leaving him. And she wants to pretty much dispel any questions that are going to come about why would you leave 50 Cent? And do you feel crazy because he blew up to be this $100 million man after that? She wanted to dispel all that before it even get asked. So she got to keep saying, I left him. Let's keep going.
Got long hair goals? Elvive Dream Lengths from L'Oreal Paris strengthens hair and helps seal split ends. This stuff
Okay, how you doing? My name is Shawty. Co-host with Miss Shaniqua. I hear you say you left him. So, I have been alienated from my son. It's been back and forth to court. I have been accused of things that weren't true. I've had to beat charges. I had to go back and forth to court. And so I really would like to try to talk to you because when I saw the video, I formed an opinion that this child had been brainwashed by the mother, and this was set a long time ago, and this is the result of a child that has been alienated from his father and not made respected in the mother's home, and this is the result of it. And I don't want my son who to end up talking about me at 25 on the internet about whatever. All
right, bro. Before we continue, bro, Shawty, as a man that's been through custody situations, and on behalf of all men that are listening that have been through their own custody situation, bro, we sending prayers up, love to you, bro. We see the pain in your voice. We hear the pain in your voice. We see the pain in your eyes and your mannerisms, bro. We all know what it's like to go through that. Keep fighting, keep your head up, document everything, do what you got to do as a man, bro. Just keep showing up for your child and your seed, bro, and do what you can. You only can do your best. We sending prayers and love to you, brother. Keep going.
I do have a lot of different questions to ask, but I want to ask this. When you say you left him, what were how did this happen? Of course, you say you was with him before he was 50 Cent. And so you kind of carried the load, right?
Yeah, work. He wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't this big six-figure drug dealer that he was claiming to be. Mm-hmm. And I worked and I took care of us. Like it's just sort of like if you have a wife, if you're going through medical school and you work until she gets her medical degree and become a doctor. That's exactly how it was.
And so then he made it big, and then he left, or you left.
No, I left him. No, let's get that clear. I left, and that's the thing when people want to say money hungry. I know I'm not a wife, right? So I would get more in being with him. So I left him when he was on the fourth list.
So why did you
leave?
I
left him at his height of his career.
Why did you leave?
He was abusive. He's an abusive man. He's abusive, physically and mentally abusive.
Okay.
It's well documented.
So you had to flee from him.
All right, bro. Now, if you ever been in family court, if you ever had to sit through child custody proceedings and listen to other men's cases, other families' cases, and probably your own, 9 times out of 10, the first thing a woman is going to say when they come into court is, this man is abusive. I need a restraining order so I can get full custody of my child. That's 9 times out of 10, the first instinct of every woman that's sitting in that family court. The family court judges hear it all the time. A lot of times it's just hearsay. You know what I mean? Nobody ever files a police report. Nobody ever really has any real proof of this. They just make these claims, just to get custody of the child. So this is not even shocking to hear. Anytime a woman is in this situation, they go straight to the abuser because they feel like that's what the most sympathy is going to come from. Who's going to argue with a woman that says she was abused? Let's keep going.
All right. And then did y'all go to court?
Exactly. And the first of all, Shorty, I want to say I'm sorry to hear you go through that. I have a lot of male friends who are excellent fathers, and I hate to see them go through. If you're a good father, I hate to see you going through the court system, and it's not a fun situation. But we went to court. He took me to court for child support.
Okay,
right?
So he was a willing participant. He was trying to be in Mark's side.
He took me to court, right?
Okay.
He initiated court proceedings. This is what the judge had said that he had to pay. So now, the number that I received was partly based on his testimony, excuse me, saying that he was going to.
Yeah, salute, bro. See you, bro. Peace. Eastwick, stand up.
Extracurricular activities, clothing, it's based on lifestyle. I don't know if you know, like the law in New York, well, I'm sure it's kind of universal in the sense that the percentages are the same or different. It's 17% for one, 22% for two. But when a certain tax bracket, it's called lifestyle.
Okay, bro. So let's get these facts straight. 50 Cent took her to court. The reason why he took her to court for child support, what man is going to put himself on child support if he don't have to? 50 Cent took her to court because she was getting $25,000 a month from what we hear. She was getting $25,000 a month from 50.
Peace, bro.
50 was like, you don't realize more than what you actually entitled to.
Bro, so
I can take you to court and pay less if I really want.
I can barely hear you now.
I said,
she wasn't happy with what she was getting, and she was like, you should take me to court then, because I know I'm going to get.
Let me go to the beginning.
2022 about to be 2023. Why is we still talking about get rich or die trying, bro? Like that wasn't 20 years ago. Come on now, ain't nothing happened since then. Let's keep going, bro.
Loosely gay. So yeah, we met through a mutual friend. I've known him since we were teenagers, and we dated like in our late teens, early 20s. Initially, and when I left him, I was about I was like over 30, and yeah.
And how old was Marquis?
Say it again, Sonny.
How old was Marquis when you left?
When I left him?
Mm-hmm.
He was 11 years old.
Okay.
Now we got to note the spirit and the energy right off the back, bro. Anytime a woman has to reiterate multiple times, I left him, it's because she want to feel like she's the person in position of power and control of the relationship, bro. She want to feel like she's not a dummy for leaving him. And she wants to pretty much dispel any questions that are going to come about why would you leave 50 Cent? And do you feel crazy because he blew up to be this $100 million man after that? She wanted to dispel all that before it even get asked. So she got to keep saying, I left him. Let's keep going.
All right, he was 11. Okay. How you doing? My name's Shawty. Co-host with Miss Shaniqua. And I hear you say you left him. So, I have been alienated from my son. It's been back and forth to court. I have been accused of things that weren't true. I've had to beat charges. I had to go back and forth to court. And so I really would like to try to talk to you because when I saw the video, I formed an opinion that this child had been brainwashed by the mother, and this was set a long time ago, and this is the result of a child that has been alienated from his father and not made respected in the mother's home, and this is the result of it. And for sure, I don't want my son to end up talking about me at 25 on the internet about whatever. All
right, bro. Before we continue, bro, Shawty, as a man that's been through custody situations, on behalf of all men that are listening that have been through their own custody situation, bro, we sending prayers up, love to you, bro. We see the pain in your voice. We hear the pain in your voice. We see the pain in your eyes and your mannerisms, bro. We all know what it's like to go through that. Keep fighting. Keep your head up. Document everything. Do what you got to do as a man, bro. Just keep showing up for your child and your seed, bro, and do what you can. You only can do your best. We sending prayers and love to you, brother. Keep going.
I do have a lot of different questions to ask, but I want to ask this. When you say you left him, what were the how did this happen? Of course, you said you knew him before he was 50 Cent. He kind of carried you over, right?
Yes, I worked. He wasn't working. He wasn't this big drug dealer that he was claiming to be. And I worked and I took care of us. Like it's just sort of like if you have a wife and she's going through medical school and you work until she gets her medical degree and become a doctor. That's exactly how it was.
And so then he made it big, and then he left, or you left.
No, I left him. No, let's get that clear. I left, and that's the thing when people want to say money hungry. I know I'm not a wife, right? So I would get more in being with him. So I left him when he was on the fourth list.
So why did you
leave?
left
him at his height of his career.
Why did you leave?
He was abusive. He's an abusive man. He's abusive, physically and mentally abusive.
Okay.
Well,
as soon as I clicked on some of these melodies, I got some ideas for beats. It's like that easy. Listen to some.
Yeah, you hear her, right? Hold on. So let me pause this. First of all, everybody in the world know 50 Cent was getting money. All the old school niggas from back in the day, even the niggas under him, say how he used to get money in the streets.
Right.
50 stopped hustling when he had his son. And that's when she probably was paying the bills after he got shot up. He stopped hustling after he got shot up and stuff. You know what I mean? So she really did something. That's something any woman do for a man they with when they laid up in a fucking bed, shot up and damn near death.
No, without a doubt. That's why I said, I mean, I know we talking about for the build up of it. I was just looking at the title about, like I said, that ungrateful ass little boy that he got.
She did it though. Listen to her, bro. I got
Yeah, but regardless if she did it or not, when they were talking.
I can hear you. Now understand the piece, God.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what's wrong on my phone, but I said, yeah, it's crazy when you sit there and you see somebody who, get that money. I know she might have did it, but man, if this nigga gets $6,700, come on, bro.
Yo, hold up. First of all, he was paying her $25,000 a month.
Damn.
Yeah. You know what happened?
No, what happened?
She knew he hit that vitamin water deal, and she started talking about how she gets 17% for one child, of what the way he lived. Know what he did?
What
he took her to court. And he put himself on child support. And the judge was like,
so she fucked up Marquis' bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, hold up, check this out.
All right.
Yeah.
Documented.
So you had to flee from him.
All right, bro. Now, if you ever been in family court, if you ever had to sit through child custody proceedings and listen to other men's cases, other families' cases, and probably your own, 9 times out of 10, the first thing a woman is going to say when they come into court is, this man is abusive. I need a restraining order so I can get full custody of my child. That's 9 times out of 10, the first instinct of every woman that's sitting in that family court. The family court judges hear it all the time. A lot of times it's just hearsay. You know what I mean? Nobody ever files a police report. Nobody ever really has any real proof of this. They just make these claims, just to get custody of the child. So this is not even shocking to hear. Anytime a woman is in this situation, they go straight to the abuser because they feel like that's what the most sympathy is going to come from. Who's going to argue with a woman that says she was abused? Let's keep going.
All right. And then did y'all go to court?
Exactly. And the first of all, Shorty, I want to say I'm sorry to hear you going through that. But I have a lot of male friends who are excellent fathers, and I hate to see them go through. If you're a good father, I hate to see you going through the court system, and it's not a fun situation. But we went to court. He took me to court for child support.
Okay,
right?
So he was a willing participant. He was trying to be in Mark's life.
He took me to court, right?
Okay.
He initiated court proceedings. This is what the judge had said that he had to pay. So now, the number that I received was partly based on his testimony, excuse me, saying that he was going to provide for vacation, extracurricular activities, clothing, you know, it's based on lifestyle. I don't know if you know, like the law in New York, well, I'm sure it's kind of universal in the sense that the percentages are the same, are different. It's 17% for one, 22% for two. But when you in a certain tax bracket, it's called lifestyle.
Okay, bro. So let's get these facts straight. 50 Cent took her to court. The reason why he took her to court for child support, what man is going to put himself on child support if he don't have to? 50 Cent took her to court because she was getting $25,000 a month from what we hear. She was getting $25,000 a month from 50. 50 was like, you don't realize I'm giving you more than what you actually entitled to? I can take you to court and pay less if I really wanted to do that. You should be happy with what you're getting. She wasn't happy with what she was getting. And she was like, you should take me to court then, because I know I'm going to get 17% of your income if I go to court. And she's not realizing at the time that 17% only applies to a certain bracket, a certain tax bracket. So if you're making up to like, I think it's like $150,000 a year, then it's 17% of your income. 50 Cent is a millionaire. So when they go to court, they realize, and she realizes that it's not 17% of your income, it's lifestyle. So 50 Cent doesn't have them living with them, with him in Mike Tyson's mansion. They're living in a house in Atlanta. So his lifestyle, the son's lifestyle, is pretty much based on where he's currently living, not where 50 Cent is living. So the judge ordered a child support payment that made sense to that lifestyle, not 17% of 50 Cent's income, which she had to go to court to learn, but they were only in court because she thought $25,000 a month wasn't enough, and the child support got knocked down to $6,700 a month. That's what happened. She didn't do 50 Cent no favor, you know what I mean? And 50 Cent had to take her to court for a reason. 50 Cent was trying to be actively involved in his child's life. And her saying that 50 Cent promised to provide vacations and all this extra stuff for Marquis, yes, via child support. The child support is support for the child. You're supposed to use that money to take him on vacation. You're supposed to use that money to buy him clothes and shoes. You're not supposed to use that money and then expect extra on top of that money. That money is not for you to pay your bills. That money is to support the child. So the $6,700 that she was getting per month, the $81,000 per year, you were supposed to use that to take him on vacation. You're supposed to use that to buy him clothes and shoes. You're supposed to use that for the child. So 50 pretty much was honest in court. She's trying to make it like 50 lied in court and said that he was going to do things that he never did, but I provided the child support. So how did I not do what I said I was going to do? Let's keep going.
Hey, this is Mike, and I love cannabis. And I just found out this new company that called.
We get that, but so did y'all have a bad life after 50 Cent? Was life bad?
Well, we had a house fire during the court proceedings, and we lost everything. And he got all the insurance money. He was trying to kick us out the house. He got all the insurance money, so we only had left. We lost. Thank God we had our lives, right?
Beware of manipulators and manipulator tactics. Manipulators cannot answer yes or no questions, yes or no, because they try not to get boxed into a corner with a yes or no answer. He asked a specific question. Did you have a bad life after 50 Cent? She started getting into a specific situation to deflect from the yes or no question. Let's keep going.
No one, we had minor smoke inhalation, but we had our life. We lost everything. We jumped out of a second story window. All we had was the pajamas we jumped out of the window with. That's it.
Yeah.
We got all the insurance.
And okay, and so after the fire, during the court proceedings for the custody, how did the judge rule?
With the custody proceedings?
Yes, y'all, because y'all was in court, right? You say he took you to court for child support.
Well, so the custody is the next thing. He gave up all his rights. He signed up for his rights.
Hold on. So y'all went to court in 2007.
Yeah. 2008.
And when y'all went to court in 2007, 2008, he was asking to be put on child support, right?
Right.
And he was asking to relinquish all rights. He didn't want to see your son.
No. He gave me primary custody, as in if I decide what more piece of all important.
Okay, because you were the custodial parent, but what was his arrangement for visitation?
He had every other weekend, every other holiday. If he wanted to see more people out of the scope, he has to give me a certain notice 2 days out the week. And not 2 days, but 2 days in advance just to let me know so we could, make provisions.
Now I'm waiting to hear the part where 50 Cent sounds like a deadbeat dad. He took himself to child support to make sure that you guys was straight. Set up an account where you can get money every single month, $6,700 a month, $81,000 a year for the next 10 years. Okay, so he set up an account with child support. Then he set up his visitation. He gave you all custodial rights so you can make the decisions on where Marquis goes to school, because 50 Cent obviously travels a lot. He's obviously doing a lot, working a lot of companies, and he probably doesn't have the time or energy to spend making sure every little decision in his son's life is made. So he's going to trust you as the other parent to step up and help in that regard. I don't hear the part where 50 Cent sounds like a bad dad or a deadbeat. And then he has a visitation schedule. He has a holiday schedule. I'm going to see my son these days. What is the problem, bro? Let's keep going.
And how did that work out?
I left, which was in my agreement. I wasn't even supposed to move out of the state without notifying. I left and moved to Atlanta and was there for over a year, and he didn't know because he didn't keep up with his visitation right.
No, so you left. Hold on. So after the judge put this order in place, you left against the order and moved to Atlanta with the child. That's what you're saying.
Well, she's actually saying that he wasn't doing as the order stated.
We're talking about law now. We in the court.
Hold on, Larry.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
He wasn't keeping up with the. I couldn't have left. He wasn't keeping up with his visitation. He didn't see my people over a year.
It does not matter what 50 Cent did or did not do. You did not follow the court order. You violated the court order. The judge gave you instructions. It was an order and you violated it. No matter what he did or didn't do, if he was violating the order or not, it doesn't give you the right to violate the order as well. So this is petty. Let's keep going.
Over a year. He didn't. I didn't restrict him.
So he never called. He never called and tried to see him. He never called and tried to see him. He done went to court. He took himself to court.
Yeah. You cannot ask a question and not
let her answer. Go ahead.
He did not call or see his child in over a year.
And the last time.
Hey, bro. Now you hear the lady host all defending her and shit.
Yeah, well, of course, that's the way it's gonna go. But like I said, she was dumb anyway. Sounded like she was trying to chase somebody else. She was trying to get down to kick it in the A, and she lost that bread. She obviously didn't know. It wasn't for him. It was for her. That's why I said $25,000, man. Man, shit, I salute that nigga 50. That nigga would have died. He should have got his shit clipped. That nigga went on and had another little short. I respect that, because nigga, 25,000 scare any nigga. I don't care what nobody say, because at the end of the day,
Sugar said no accountability for 50 Cent. Check this out. This man is touring. He take care of his son. Well, this nigga's on tour. She got another man in his house.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she was getting piped.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. Hold on, matter of fact, fuck this interview right here. Forget this interview. Hold on.
Yeah, let's get to the meat and the potatoes right now, because we got people guessing. Let's just go on, throw it on out there.
Let me go to the other interview.
Yeah.
Is this it right here? Oh, let me see. Hold on. Here's it right here. Hold up. Y'all, this is fair use. We're about to get
56. We have Shaniqua Tompkins, 50 Cent's baby mom, live in studio, exclusive interview, her first radio interview. She's telling all, why didn't 50 come to the graduation? Is she all about the money? What role does she have in this? And why she ain't answering his phone call? Because he's calling her. I just saw it. Okay. Did you invite 50 to the graduation?
I didn't know a parent needs an invitation to a graduation.
Oh my God. But how would he know if y'all not in the same city? He's busy. He's got stuff going on. He's a big time celebrity. How would he know?
I think you make time for what you want to make time for. I mean, you know your son is in the 12th grade. You know that children, depending on the state, they graduate May, June-ish. You know, you're busy, but that's why you have.
So he should have called you and found out?
No. We don't need to speak. You have assistants. The assistant can call the school, and you can he's always talking money, money, money. So then you could fly on your private jet with your big gold chains.
Oh yeah, you're mad.
And
now why you had to throw that in?
Oh no, because
why you got to say that?
I'm not mad.
Why would you say that?
Because
you want to be on that plane, huh?
No. We all want the finer things in life, but I left him. So I knew when I left him that I was leaving a lifestyle. So it's not like he left me. I left him. He is privy to the same information that I am privy to as a parent. You can call the school. You can ask, I'm a parent of a senior, or have your assistant call. I'm not being condescending. Have your assistant call. It was no tickets. It was on the lawn of the school. People that I did invite, they stood on the side to watch the graduation because, like, you could have been there.
Right.
That's your choice. That is your choice. And being that you say you pay tuition, which he doesn't, you should have had a first class ticket then. You pay tuition, right? But he doesn't. Like 50 talks about this lifestyle.
He doesn't take care of your.
He pays child support. No, he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay tuition. He promised me he would, and then he changed his mind. And I told him I wanted Marquis to change schools because I felt like the school that he was going to was getting a little rough. And
he's in private school.
He's in private school, and
so the money that he pay you for child support, you have to take the child support money and pay for the tuition.
I took the money that I made from. See, he says get a job. I had a job with TLC Network, and you came and stopped that.
What do you mean you came and stopped it?
I had to deal with a reality show.
Yeah.
The show was canceled. The show was canceled, but everyone got paid their full contract, but me. So you say get a job. I had one. TLC sent me a 1099. I filed taxes. I had one, but so it's like.
You show me screenshots of him calling you. Why don't you answer the phone calls?
Because prior to those calls, and thank God for screenshots, but prior to those calls, I spoke with him and we spoke for a couple of hours on the phone. And when you feel like you can't get through to a person,
right?
I feel like I know how to set boundaries. I'm not going to waste my time. And he's always going in what happened in the relationship. Marquis is never the main focus. It's what you did to me. You left me. You did this. You did that. He never takes responsibility for his actions.
Because you're still with the guy that you left him for 12 years. Y'all are still together.
Yes.
Okay. We were talking off the air, and you said when he's lashing out, and you said he's hurt. Why is he hurt?
I think me leaving him, it reinforced all those abandonment issues that he suffered as a child. And it's unfortunate and it's sad. Like
what do you mean?
He never knew his dad. His mom died when he was 9, but he never lived with his mom. See, that's another, he likes to create his own reality. His grandmother told me extensively, like, when I had Marquis, she sat me down. She said he was always here with me. So I think it reinforced those abandonment issues, and I think that's why he's so angry. But you're really not angry with me. You're really angry with your mom, not me. And I think that's what it is.
Okay, I want to ask somebody something. Come here, because you never say anything. I'm gonna let. Now, who is this that I'm talking to?
This is my firstborn child, my first love,
and it's her birthday today.
Yes.
Okay. You never talk.
Oh, that's ugly.
When you and I see you over there, you on your device. So I know you on Twitter. I know you on Instagram. When you see and you hear these people who say these things about the person that you love so much, who's been there for you, how does it make you feel?
It's very hurtful, especially knowing what the truth is, and there's always two sides to every story. But I'm a big blogger. Like, I love the blogs, but I try to stay away from reading the comments.
Do you go back and forth with people? Have you ever gotten into some tweets when somebody said something about your mom?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, and how do you end up blocking the person, or like us?
Yes, always. My block button is used very often.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about your mom? That she's a gold digger? She's bitter? What is it? Like
she's bitter.
That she's bitter?
Yeah.
She know I'm a gold digger already.
No, she's not.
I know for sure.
Okay, thank you.
You
Happy birthday too.
Thank you.
Little ugly ass.
Okay. We played clips. You responded. What's the one thing? Because this is the only time you've done radio, like that you want everybody who's going to take this clip and put it on whatever site to know about y'all's relationship that we only hear from one side, because you never, he says that you have a direct line to TMZ.
TMZ called me, and I don't know how they got my number, but they're there. You say private investigators, they're good. I spoke with TMZ once because he went on Kelly and Michael saying that my son, and he's going to turn 17, and we have this great relationship, and his friends love me. And I'm like, wait a minute, you haven't seen your son in almost 2 years. It was already 2 years. Matter of fact, this month makes 2 years. He hasn't seen his son since May 2012. He hasn't spoken to Marquis since the text messages where he told him,
right,
F you,
right,
I have another child, lose my number. And Marquis haven't spoken to him since. So
how does Marquis
am I
feel
bitter?
about all that? Like,
Yo,
because that was
Sugar
a fake
Mom, shut your
Facebook
ass
page,
up.
and we found that out. But
Because he paid child
I mean,
support.
we talked about it because we were going off that morning when we reported the story. We were very upset because there are certain occasions in your life
that are monumental
that you remember.
Yeah.
And you remember who wasn't there. How did he feel?
We haven't discussed it yet, but on a day-to-day.
You know your son, though.
No, on a day-to-day, of course, I broke up with his dad when Marquis was 10 and a half. So he's been with his dad from birth to then. So he misses his dad. He loves his dad. So of course it hurts, but I feel like with Marquis, he used to cry about it, used to really get down in his spirit.
Right.
But I think when a person does stupid things all the time, it starts to lose its impact. So it's like, he's just being him. And I think Marquis feels a little sorry for him because I always say to him, his dad could say something and he'll say, he won't say anything to him when he was speaking to him. But if I say something, he'll get upset with me. And I said, well, why do you do that?
Okay, here's what I want to say. Because you said that 50 could be upset because of his issues with his mother.
I think it's not about me. It's
okay, but then I'm going to say this to you. You said Marquis was with 50 up until 10 and a half.
Yes.
How much of that is he saying to you that he may be mad at you about the fact that you left? Because, I mean, these daddy issues, and we see all the time when these athletes, they get famous, the first thing they do is go buy their mama a house. Their mamas are in their lives, and people always say, where's the dad?
They're never around.
Okay, but I'm saying, do you think Marquis is upset a little bit about the fact that at 10 and a half, all of a sudden y'all was out?
No, I don't think so, because I asked him that's one, and he knows he can be honest with me, but he saw that it was I left an abusive situation.
Okay.
So
did he ever see him hit you?
Yes.
So he witnessed 50 hitting you?
Yes, and when my daughter saw it, that was my breaking point.
So because it happened in front of your children, what happened?
You know, I'm a person that doesn't go out much.
Okay.
I'm very much a homebody. So he started to see my behaviors changing a little bit because I did meet someone. And he was in Connecticut.
Were you cheating? Be honest.
Yes.
Okay.
I was. I
so
met
you were
someone.
Cheating on
yes.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna make that's wrong because
Boom. She was cheating on him. That's why he bust her ass. He spent all his money, and she got another nigga laying up in his house while she's supposed to be wifey. Well, he on the tour, and she's after other dudes.
Yeah, she getting her back blown out while he on tour.
He put you in a house, a big ass house in Long Island. He bought you a car. He was giving you $25,000 a month. And you got greedy asked for $50,000 a month.
That's crazy.
And the judge said no. You get $6,700 a month now. Ja, you hear this, right?
God, it's the same old song. It's what we have allowed to happen as a culture in our community, and it was influenced upon us. So our sisters have to take accountability, bro, for the activity of the mindset that's been permeated in their behaviors, bro, because all they do is become influenced by plan. Remember the Willie Lynch letter?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The third characteristic is to place the woman and the man in enmity against each other while giving the woman the social or physical authority. That's why we always had Big Mama on the plantation, but we never had Big Papa on the plantation because Big Papa was a boy. See? And we don't realize the detriment of that conditioning for over 385 years, bro. You're put in a position where you can't physically be a man or a father. If you can't be a man, then you can't be a father. If you're a boy to everybody else, including the woman, then how can the children assess who's a physical authority? And that's in our communities right now. We got the same behavior. So when she got kicked out, she know it was justified, but she didn't share that with her son. Instead, she tried to evade or escape accountability.
Right.
And blamed the trauma of getting kicked out and assaulted on 50, when in reality, you created a scenario that you know at the end of that scenario, if you are outsmarted by a man that's very smart, he's going to have a street reaction to you, especially at that time in his life. And she corrupted his dream. 50 was living with you as a woman, as a wife, as children, as a father. And nobody likes to see a black man doing that properly, bro. Not even a black woman. Now, most black women will ask themselves, well, damn, she had everything. Why did she have to go out and cheat? Because that's part of her makeup cultural dysfunction. And we won't even address that shit, bro. Men cheat and women cheat. But men can't cheat without the inclusion of the acceptance of a woman. So nah, her son has been influenced by his mother, like millions and millions of other black boys, some intentionally and some inadvertently, because the woman goes through an extreme amount of pain when it comes to separating from her dream. Whether her dream is filled with vanity, inclusion of a secret agenda, or not, they're still filled with this pain when it comes to separation. So a woman will raise a son and allow him to live in her house, conduct himself in all kinds of wicked behavior, bro, and won't kick him out because of a mode in motherhood called separation anxiety. And some of our sisters fail their sons by attaching onto their sons as an emotional crutch for their trauma that they deal with the man.
That's a fact.
We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it, bro. And we as men have to be men. And 50 just stood up as a man. And he's never been dishonorable in the street or in any other activity of business. So why would we see that in his home?
Right.
We looking at the same thing with the Herschel Walker's son. He clearly a boy that's been influenced by his white mother to be on the other side of life. But he speaks against his father after living a life of security, celebrity, and luxury on the back of these black men.
Well, I mean, think about it, Ja. Like you just said, at the end of the day, to the point where he's on the phone debating with other men that have not had those situations, and he's on there complaining when he's on children, complaining about, man, is that a way somebody's supposed to live, and how do you live off $6,700? I was just blown away just to hear this young man, and he's speaking from a feminine point of view. It's like almost like an entitlement. When you are an adult male, you have been set up to automatically your daddy is going to just the name alone can get you in certain platforms, and then you should be able. It's like getting a job. I can only bring you into the job. I can't promote you. I can't get you to move up. I can get you through the door, but just don't fuck up my name.
Oh, check this out. Check this out, though. What people don't understand: 50 gave that little nigga a warehouse and put warehouse full of sneakers so he could sell stickers online. His mother talked him into asking his father for a boutique. 50 finally gave it on, like, y'all get the boutique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what young man want a boutique?
Hey, a young man want a boutique. A young man want a boutique if he's been influenced, like the brother Cynical said, with a feminine mindset. So he's being engineered, steered, and directed to fulfilling the desires, the machinations of his mother, rather than being a male, which becomes a man by following the footsteps of his father. He has access to his father, bro. All of this, all the Marquis theatrics, bro, is based on the influence of his mother, because she has a business mind too. See, she was out fucking other ballers, other niggas that are in the industry with money. This her makeup.
Can I speak on this a little bit? First of all, top of the morning, salute to everybody. Btbtv. You already know, Compton always salutes my East Coast brethren. Y'all heard?
You know.
Yes,
but
sir.
look, let me chime in on this a little bit. Yeah, of course he got his mama attitude because she felt that she was entitled to this dude's money.
Right.
I mean, y'all gotta understand, bro, money will break up the happiest of homes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
50 and her wasn't never committed. She probably never thought that he was gonna blow up the way that he blew up. And then once he blew up the way that he blew up, she probably thought that she was entitled to half his fortune because she got his kid. Now you see, without the child, that woman is powerless. So once she had 50 child, that gave her, in what her mind was, all the leverage. But see, 50 ain't no dummy. So he knew how to play his cards, and it wasn't to her advantage. So now she want to try to slander the man. You're not going to tell me that that man was a bad father. She sound just like the typical average bitter broad. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like it's almost like wash, rinse, repeat. All women got the same story. They all got the same talking points. Marquis not been, first of all, it's grown men that don't make $6,700 a month. Hell, I don't make $6,700 a month, and I get up on that goddamn forklift every morning. So nigga, I don't know what the hell what the hell this dude talking about. Like, dude, sick, bruh. For as young as you are,
the nigga said his lifestyle. Nigga, you don't date your lifestyle. That's your
nigga, you ain't that right. Right, you ain't got no lifestyle.
That shit sound fruity as hell. Just, man, my lifestyle.
Lululemon. He didn't mean all women. He said some women, most women. He didn't say all women. Lululemon. We heard your story. We know you about that life. Salute to
now
you.
We recognize the difference between a queen and a chick, which they call a bitch. So it's a difference. He has an effeminate mindset because he's been influenced to pursue those things based upon the desires of his mother. See, when you tell somebody that you can't survive off of $6,700 a month, bro, something's wrong with you for somebody giving you $75,000 a year, and you acting like you don't.
Look,
he's acting like he's acting as if he's not speaking to real people. Real people don't make $25,000 a year, bro. So when you're speaking to real people that's working a real job as real adults, you're telling them $6,700 a month. You are up now. Niggas looking to rob your ass. Nigga, are you out of your mind?
Look at this here. Let's just keep it 100% funky. Dude, your daddy is Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent.
Right.
Your daddy is a rich man who can open the doors for you, not your mama.
That's
your
right.
Daddy. So why in the hell would you want to be up under your mama and your daddy is the one that's holding the bag? Your daddy is the one that has the resources. Your daddy is the one that has all of the influence. Your mama can't open the doors, the same doors that your daddy can open. So why would you just as a man, I mean, and I understand that that's your mother, but bro, your mama did all she could do for you at this point in your life. You need to go ahead and drop that chip that you got on your shoulder and go ahead and make amends with your daddy. Your daddy is like a 1%er or whatever you want to call it. Ain't too many dudes that's up on your daddy's level. Right. Your daddy is a legendary man in music. The man he came up with that power. I mean, you know, it's like
a business mogul.
Yeah, like the dude, your daddy ain't no scrub. Nigga, you should be proud that your daddy is the man that he is.
Well, now,
you know what I'm saying?
And let's go further too, E. If you notice, even with the older sister, ain't it amazing when the older sister, she calm, you don't hear nothing about what's going on with her because again, that, like you said, that was the meal ticket is Marquis. So she ain't saying nothing. She quiet. Why ain't got all that? Why she ain't do all that to her daddy? That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to look at that. They using both of them. They using it. What?
And then 50 raised that little girl.
See?
Right.
He took care of her and her bum ass mother.
Well, shit, he's still taking care of her. it's still
But
taken
that's
care
why
if they
she's
was
not
getting
saying nothing.
But
if they was
gentlemen,
getting
look
the
at what a
6 and
lot of the
7.
bitter women do. Look at what the bitter ones do. Not all, the bitter ones. Because of her, she basically blocking her son from his blessings. Because now 50 like, all right, you know what, I'm done. You got this nigga taking pictures with the kids of people that tried to kill him and stuff. See, that was a bitch move. I don't care what he say. Nigga, your mama put you up to do that. Why would you want to take a picture with the child of the man who tried to kill your father? You know what I'm saying? If something would have happened to your father, you wouldn't have been getting $6,700 a month, nigga.
Right.
So why are you acting? You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's not just him. Every time 50 beef with somebody, Marquis ended up in a picture with him.
Right. And why you in grown folk business? Why you all in your daddy business like that? Your daddy is in a whole nother tax bracket and he's playing a whole different game. Your daddy out here playing chess while you playing checkers with your mama. You know what I'm saying? Your mama can talk all the shit that she wants to, but if you under your daddy wing, ain't a damn thing your mama can do to you.
And
your
let's go
daddy got all security.
And not even that, E. Think about this. It ain't like he ain't putting other young black men on with the power. So he should have been the first one. He could have done his daddy documentary. He could have done a lot of shit if he played his role and shut his motherfucking mouth.
Bro, and just be his son. All he got to, like you said, be quiet, be 25 cents or whatever, since you the junior and you his firstborn son, and you would be reaping all the benefits. But instead, you want to have your mother's attitude, so when he treats you like your mother, nigga, don't get online and try to slander the man.
You know what's real? You know what's real, right?
Hold on a second, John. 1 second. Lulu, we definitely are. That's the next topic. But right now, we talk about the father and son topic right now, because that shit right there is tearing down the black community.
Yes, it is. And see, but don't nobody ever want to see it. Don't nobody ever want to see it like that. Everybody want to just automatically take the woman's side. And it's like, okay, but let's examine what her thing. Her clearly, look, Marquis wasn't nothing but a come-up baby. I don't even think she even loved a nigga like that, because number one, you block him from his blessings. You know what I'm saying? Number two, all you talking about, oh, I left him. And then, but yet you still talking about the money. You was getting $25,000 a month. That wasn't enough for you. You went to court, tried to get greedy. So that even came down. See, even that was behind his mama. She wasn't satisfied with 25 racks a month. She had to try to go get some more. Once again, that's not even your money. That money is for your son. So you basically cost your son, you know, whatever the difference of that 25,000 was, because you was trying to be greedy. You had it like that.
And then not even that, his son, you could tell, ain't no hustler or street nigga, because if I say I'm going to sell shoes in a warehouse and my dad, nigga, I just need a building in the shoes. He want a boutique and all this. Man, nobody get no damn boutiques,
Bro, look,
man.
you can miss me with, first of all, if your daddy 50 Cent, what the hell you need to be a hustler for? I'm not even buying that.
Right.
Your daddy is 50 Cent.
Hustler, he was 13. He was a hustler. He was eating off your daddy table. Yo, John,
Period.
Go on, John. Say what you gonna say, John.
So indeed, I wanted us to also just look at the illustration of 50's mind and how 50 think. 50 went through the same exact pain, if not more, than what they claim to experience. But what he did was channel his pain into finance. If anybody follow the series Power, you'll see that this is playing out for her being Tasha, Tariq that killed his father, Ghost being Marquis, and 50, like I told a joke on the internet yesterday, Marquis better watch out before he becomes Sean the Canaan. Because Canaan killed Sean ass for betraying him, and Tariq killed Ghost under his mother's influence, even though he was the prince to the kingdom. We got to look at how this shit play out in real life, but also how 50 expressed it without expressing it for attention. He told a story without us even knowing it.
Bro, look, I don't think he's giving his daddy credit for being as smart as he is. 50, we all, like, 50 came from a lot of dudes. We all came from where he came from. We all came from that. 50 just knew how to, like you said, he knew how to channel that, and he made it very lucrative for himself, bro. I mean, like I say, bro, just to me personally, bro, I'm getting tired of people always trying to tear down like hood icons. 50 is a hood icon. Dr. Dre, all them dudes that came from nothing, dude, them dudes is like serious icons. They done turned themselves into some of the richest men in America. And we be talking about these dudes like they scrubs. I don't like that shit, bro. I'm not even lying to you. I don't like that.
Bro, we were saying the same thing yesterday. First and foremost, when we unapologetically black as men, then all of that shit go away. Because we check those who not following code, bro. And we gotta stop just letting niggas, like I said, we're whacking them. Man, these niggas be on their platforms. I'm gonna start hopping on their platforms and getting at them.
Hey,
because
bro,
people are not hearing real men. They not hearing real men get at these niggas.
As born, I ain't never jacked that whack shit. I actually thought that was whack that he was doing that. Every time he got up there and would have something to say about the East Coast, I made sure I got up there and said, no, the regular niggas, it ain't like that with us. See, everybody online claim to be somebody. I'm speaking for the dudes like me. No, dude, we love y'all. I done broke down all that shit. If you got some age on, and you say you ain't got no love for the East Coast, nigga, you lying, because nigga, a lot of trends and a lot of influence came from the East Coast. It don't matter y'all was on the East Coast, we black first. So you damn right, I'm gonna say word up and all y'all slang. I'm biting all that shit. I don't give a fuck. We black first. You know what I'm saying? We black first. So that's just on mine. So that's what I'm saying, dude. I ain't never been on that. I ain't never been on that. What's up?
Hey, we need that. We need, that's what we need right there when I keep telling us that if we nationally under a certain code and culture, which is unapologetically black, then we can share cultures. We can share cultures and create a better foundation for our children. Because if we know what's going on the West Coast, and the West Coast know what's going on the East Coast, the Midwest and the South know what's going on binary to each other, then we can build a whole new culture for our children. The reason I keep saying this because we are parents, bro. And right now it's incumbent upon us to be responsible to this generation so that we don't fail them like our past generation failed us. The only reason we're in this situation, because niggas in a perpetual activity of failure from generation to generation to generation, from the same attack, from the same depressor. It's just a different technique, but the same shit happening. Black men are still disgruntled and separated from black women. We're still raising black boys with a feminine mindset instead of a masculine mindset. So they're killing each other emotionally instead of dealing with things logically from a masculine conflict resolution standpoint that you only learn from men.
But what it is, though, big dog, they highlight because what I'm saying, it's a lot more brothers like you, it's a lot more brothers like me, it's a lot more brothers like Born that's out here. But see, because of social media and mainstream media, all they gonna do is hype the negative shit. Like, for example, you see they cancel Andrew Tate, but Cynthia G get to keep her channel up. You see what I'm saying? The positive, they want to try to silence the positive and keep all this negativity out here going. Like another dude, I don't like that they slander. He might be a little kooky, but I think that they slandering Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is not no dumb man. That man is not no dummy. And you know, but you see, they talk about this man like he's some nigga in the street, the same way that they did Bill Cosby, the same way that they tried to extort R. Kelly. I'm not saying he didn't have no problem, but I don't think it's like that they tried to make it up. I listened to all them women interviews. They all sounded like they was trying to extort that man from day one because he liked young girls. So they all plotted on it.
They were.
You know what I'm saying?
They were.
I'm saying these was men that was prominent. At one time, R. Kelly was the man. At one time, Bill Cosby was the man. Right now, 50 Cent he's a man. You see, every prominent black man, it's like, bro, with the help of some women and the media, they're trying to find any dirt, even with Ime Udoka. Okay, the man, all he did was get some twat. Rich men get twat. That's what Kevin Samuels and all them dudes been saying. Rich men exercise options. So they made it a bigger deal, at least to me, than what it should have been. But they tried. It was the same thing with Tiger Woods. You remember Tiger Woods was whooping everybody's ass. But because they found out he cheated, they tried to bring that man down like he was a Pookie and Ray Ray. That man was a billionaire. You don't think billionaires got women? You don't think this? So why? It's like, why do we allow the media to tell us we need to hate Kyrie Irving? No, I stand with Kyrie Irving. Why do the media, and even on social media, why do they think they could tell us who we should revere and who we should hate? And if you notice, everybody who they try to say you should hate are prominent black men. Kyrie Irving is a millionaire. Bill Cosby is a straight up legendary icon. 50 Cent, whether they want to admit it or not, he is an icon. That man is a legend. Why do we let people tear these men down?
Because the enemy been choosing our leaders, they've been choosing our opinions, and they've been choosing our heroes.
Well, we got to okay, well then why do we keep voting? Well, why do we keep voting in? Why do we, if we don't like the system, why do niggas feel like it's important for them to go vote Democrat or Republican? Some people say, well, your ancestors died for you to have the right to vote. Yeah, but did your ancestors die for you to have the right to vote for the descendants of the people that killed them?
That's
you see
the
what I'm saying?
misconception.
There's one thing to vote for your own.
Right. That's the ignorance that we got with politics, which I addressed my son with Monday. We didn't vote when Kanye West ran for president. You gonna tell me you voted for Kamala because she's black, but you didn't vote for the man that was independent that was black?
Come on.
That don't make no sense. So you're telling a lie.
Though. The independent billionaire, the black billionaire though.
The black man, not just that. You a rapper and he's a rapper. You mean to tell me that the woman that's married to the white man in the victory picture, you voted for him, but you yet Black Lives Really Matter when this man spent a 50-year campaign creating campaign laws against crime for the black community, locked us up by the millions, more than anyone in the history of the world, bro. If you study it, between 1988, when he first instituted the crack law, I'm not sure if you're old enough, but he instituted a law where you got a year for every vial of crack that you got. And they had to go revise that law until you got 5 years for every ounce of crack cocaine. So it was different, and he created these laws. And in 1994, his underwriter was Miss Kamala Harris out of California, the Attorney General, who got her prominence through that activity.
Bill Clinton signed it, and Clinton signed it in
listen, what Kamala Harris did too. Kamala Harris put a bunch of black men to death after she was told not to.
She put 3 black men to death. Well, she put 3 on death row. Two got executed, and 1 was exonerated after they found proof that all 3 of them were innocent.
You know what else that bitch was doing? I'm gonna tell you what else that bitch was doing. She was taking kids, like say women that was working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and maybe their kids couldn't get to school on time and had to miss days. Bro, she was going up there snatching them kids out the home. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. She was straight up taking them out their homes, bro. Kamala Harris. But she was one of the worst enemies to the black community, bro. They know how to get at black people. All they had to do was start a gender war. See, everybody thought that we hated Kamala Harris because she was a fake ass diet black woman. Damn the fact that she ain't shit and all she did was kill our community, y'all. Damn all that. They didn't want to hear that. Oh, y'all just don't want to see a black woman. That bitch has never even claimed to be fucking black. What are y'all talking about? She never claimed to be black.
She's not black.
And
she's not black at all, bro.
But
right, that's the point. And you know what you know what her title is, my brother? She is the first Indian American vice president in America. Not black woman. Look it up.
Those Indian people, and them Indian people is just as racist as white folks.
She's a black woman. She's don't claim black, bro. Her father was black. Her mother was Indian.
No, bro. Her father was a coolie from Jamaica. That means he was aristocratic. He was an aristocratic Negro in Jamaica that was from the Indian descent of those that are mixed in the Caribbean.
And he wanted to be a white man. And he wanted to be a white man.
You got to think he was a professor at Stanford. He was a professor at Stanford. That tell you everything.
But even with that, let's take Kamala Harris. She owed all her what she got to downtown Willie Brown. That was his bed wench. A black man. A black man is the reason she got her start.
Well,
but
and
guess
people
what,
got
bro? Look at her now, though. Look at her now. She's the representative of the white establishment. And that's why I keep telling black people talking shit. I told my son, how you talk shit about Kanye having a woman that's of Persian descent when the woman that you voted for has got a Jewish husband?
Bro.
See, we can't excoriate the black man one way, bro, and then don't have it the other way when it comes to our black woman, which is our mate. Everything is designed, bro, to belittle, demean, and hurt the black man.
I want you to see something real quick. I want you to see something. I want you to see how filthy the internet is, how filthy these black women are to black men that took care of them.
Yeah, because I mean, people got to remember too, though, King, real fast, is that she didn't even go to school here. She went to school in Canada. She went to school. Yep. She went through high school, junior high. That's why you don't see shit on it. Then she comes over here and she knew that she can get a scholarship off of being a minority. That's why she.
She knew she can come over here and get civil rights like everybody else.
Yeah, check this out. I want y'all to check this out real quick. Hold on, check this out, because I want you to hear what this heifer says. And her son just supporting this shit. Hold on, one second.
Mama loves their tattoos and all.
I'm like a proud mother looking at my son like he made it because I built that nigga. Talking about entitled. What?
Mama loves their tattoos and all.
I'm like a proud mother looking at my son like he made it because I built that nigga.
What did he do? Nothing.
It was created in my living room. I built that.
See? That's why he like that.
$6,700 a month.
Okay, that's exactly why he like that.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Right. $6,700 a month, right? $6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I've done the math. I've been in child support, so I went to jail for it. So
okay, cool. $6,700 a month, right? Okay,
$6,700 a month, right?
You're talking about a four lister. Hold on, wait, listen. You're talking about somebody that has problems with everybody. You can't just live in any neighborhood.
Oh, this nigga, man.
$81K is not a substantial lot of money.
Hold on.
Salute to Choke too, man.
You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700.
Nah, he a rat. I can't salute that rat.
No, I'm talking about on this line of questioning.
This is the point.
$6,700 to go with it. Now y'all got 1,200, 1,300. Now 13,000 a month.
Oh my! All right, hold on. Yo, choke. This is where it goes down a bad path, brother.
No, this is the part where you look really crazy because you won't hold your mama accountable for nothing. You've been brainwashed to defend this nonsense, even if it doesn't logically make any sense. Shout out to Choke No Joke, who was interviewing 50 Cent's oldest son, which sparked this whole debate. Choke is absolutely right. He said, if your dad was paying $6,700 per month, then where's your mom's half? Marquis, what did your mother do to contribute? Why didn't your mother get a job? After all, she already had one baby when she met 50 Cent. Why did your mother collect child support from 50 Cent, but failed to take her lazy self to work to cover her share and to also provide for your sister? Why did she think it was only your father's responsibility to take care of you, her, and your sister that wasn't even his child? And where was your sister's father?
That's what I say.
Are you tired of swamp crotch during the summer months?
This is what I'm saying. They just make it seem like, they make it seem like us as black men, like we don't have no mind of our own. Like these motherfuckers be trying to tell us how to be fathers, how to be men, how to be this. Now get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sick of that. You always you see women get online. Well, a real man would, man, shut up, get up out of here. Y'all ain't even real women. How the hell you gonna try to tell a man how to be a real man and y'all all got the same lace front with them forehead curtains and all that old other bullshit trying to tell us how to be men? Y'all are women, y'all are the least goddamn married women all over the goddamn place, and you trying to say what a real man is. Well, it still ain't no real man even asking y'all to marry them, even fuck with y'all. All y'all complain about is Pookie and Ray Rays. So that means that's all you can get is a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So don't be sitting up here trying to tell us what real men is. Real men ain't even messing with them ratchets no more. This ain't the 90s when we used to love them ratchet hoes. We don't like them ratchets no more.
Yo, all right, hold up. I like to hear women's point of view. Let me look over here. Let's say that real quick. Let's
Yeah, I like Pink Book, man.
All
Pink Book
these
is the
years,
shit.
50 Cent's baby mama is still blaming him for her not having money. And now his son morphed into her because he's acting just as bitter as his low down mama that brainwashed and manipulated him and ruined his relationship with his father. First off, he's talking about how $6,700 per month isn't enough of money for the state of New York City. While your mama been coaching you all these years, she should have taught you the difference between a state and a city. This interview with Marquis and Choke No Joke, it went on for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Marquis talking all this baby mama babble about how $6,700 wasn't enough for child support. This short clip here is just from World Star, but they went on forever. Marquis said his mama didn't have enough money to buy him socks back in 2009, 2010, because all his dad was giving her was $6,700 per month. $6,700 back then, 12, 13 years ago, that's like $10,000 today. And we're talking about tax-free money. So it's equivalent to making upwards of $175,000 per year gross before taxes in 2022. And this is when average pay in America is $40,000 to $50,000 per year. And even for the people making $60,000, $70,000, $100,000, $175,000 in 2022 is still way more than what most people are making. And this is child support money, not a job. And then when they first broke up, 50 Cent got her a $2.4 million house, a car, and a lump sum of money. With all that being said, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, click the notification bell, and let's go ahead and jump back into what Marquis had to say about only getting $6,700 per month in child support.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, bro, $6,700. If I told you right now, right? You gotta start your life over right now with $6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes. I'm good, nigga.
With 6,700, I can.
Nigga, with a whole family.
6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the I'm from Edo, but 6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. Comparing it to yourself.
With two
Joe,
kids.
this is what I'm saying to you. Joe, this is where you're going wrong. You gotta stop comparing it. You comparing it to yourself, bro.
This nigga trying to tell a grown man about finance.
Bro. You cannot do that. You can't do that. Listen, Choke. I jumped out of a burning house, brother. I had nothing. Okay. I know what it feels like to have nothing, all right?
You don't know what it feels like to have
I had to rebuild my life over $700 a month.
Marquis, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now.
It's
girls that's getting $200 a month child.
Marquis, wrong once again. Yes, most people can rebuild their lives from ground zero if they receive a guaranteed $6,700 per month before even having to go to work or get some other source of income. He's saying their house burned down, and by the way, they blame 50 for that too, but he was still paying $6,700 per month. Why didn't your mother get a job instead of trying to pay for 2 kids off the child support of 1? Your mama is janky and you're janky too, Marquis. That's why his mama saw this interview from over a month ago. It was catching steam. So Shaniqua poked her head back up out of the hole, trying to figure out how she can get some attention. That's because every other year she's trying to do an interview or something to get some attention off 50's name. Got on live with her son husband, Marquis, to tell everybody that she built 50 Cent and she left him. He didn't leave her. Just sounding as silly as she want to be 20 years later with the same story.
What is going on? What's up, Nene? You looking good, girl. You know you're
ain't nothing
Ma. Oh, Ma, you looking good, Ma.
He seemed like a cornball anyway.
Times 1,000 times.
He's hurt.
Nah, she wanted 50 Cent money.
Yes,
she wanted his money without him. That's
his mother Neek. That's short for Shaniqua. And told her, you're looking good, girl. And this is just so embarrassing. Ladies, I told y'all to stay away from these mama boy son husbands. I don't know if this is an interaction with his homegirl or his girlfriend. It's just weird.
He told his mama she looking good,
and
girl.
then people that's talking like, where do y'all live at? Like, I want to know, like, where do you live at? Like, I know where I'm from and where we were living at the time. That's where the top 1% of New York is no place. That is no.
Hold on 1 second. But let me tell you something. When his son graduated, when he turned 16, 50 bought that nigga a Porsche. But he don't fuck with him though.
Yo, back up though. She asked, where do we live at, right? Now we all are fathers, right?
Yeah.
Now, and Marquis is a grown man. Marquis is there near 30. So if we go back to the 90s, see, we got to look at what they're talking about, or the early 2000s. That money was different then. And she a dingbat. She talking to people that are not addressing the reality as a parent that done raised children that are of adult age. The money is totally different now than the money was then. And your child support fluctuates according to inflation. So all that, what you didn't have, you can tell, bro, he's a product of his mother and he's not of his father. He just looks like his father. If he really had a problem with his father, bro, and he was really a man, then he would be out in the street gaining money just on how he looked and his father's reputation without even associating himself with his father, because he would be of his father. He would be the same hustling street mentality mindset that his father is, like my youngest son is. And I wasn't even in the street on purpose when he
could make a book. He could make money off growing up, writing a book, just being the son of 50 Cent. He could just write that book, The Son of 50 Cent, and what it's like, and that nigga will get paid.
Hey, yo, but check this out. 50 seen a nigga 2 years ago in a jewelry store in Jacob, right? His son was trying to change the 2 little diamond chains for a bigger diamond chain, right? 50 went in there, and 50 looked at him, looked over him, and he was like, "What you got me? You got me being followed or something?" He's like, "Nah, I didn't even know you was here." He was like, "How you doing though?" And she said, his son ran out the store like he was scared of him.
You know why? Because he been taught that by his mother. And what we got to do is address in our communities, especially, bro, when we see it, because I do it all the time. When we watch these type of behaviors and situations that our boys are in, bro.
Hold on, sugar bum. What you say? Oh, there you go. I got something for you today.
Hey, Sugar Bum, my girl, bro. Sugar Bum is the ultimate troll, man. I love me some Sugar Bum.
Yeah, man. Sugar Bum learning. Sugar Bum learning at the same time.
Right now, though.
I get it. Hey, look, I think Sugar Bum get off at knowing she be irritating niggas. I done went, I done had words with it. It was lightweight words. It wasn't nothing but Sugar Bum, my girl, man.
Sugar Bum in her place right now. She's in school, and we got her, and all we doing is developing, because, like I said, as long as she's listening, she's learning, bro.
Yeah.
So the mind might disreact, and a lot of us do got cognitive dissidence. So we do have combat with stuff that contradict what we've been influenced to believe.
But look, here go a bad thing too, big dog. If 50 would have used his power and influence to just take his son from her, then everybody would have been looking at him like, oh, that's messed up. But you see how she get to poison his son. But if he'd used his money and influence to just take his son from her, everybody would swear up and down he was a dog. But that probably would have been better in the long run, especially for Marquis, because now the nigga blocked his own nigga. My daddy is who he is. You know, I love my daddy, but damn, if I had a daddy that was on 50 Cent level, that would make things so much goddamn better.
Well, what the white man don't want, bro, is for us to become the new 50 Cents.
Right.
Which is what I'm telling brothers about Kanye. See, they don't want us to follow the blueprint to their mastery, man. If we do that as a duplicating machine in the hood, like we do killing each other, then just imagine what we would be economically as a people, because that's the only thing that got power in a capitalistic society. And that's what we live in, bro. Everybody else got money. When you look at the Asians, they got money. When you look at the Latinos, bro, communally, collectively, they have money.
Bro, we got money. We got money. We keep spending, bro. Hold up. Now I'm gonna disagree with you. Just what you're saying is facts. But we got more money than what they want to let on, bro. We be spending trillions of dollars on frivolous stuff. So we got money. We just don't put it.
That's my point.
We just don't. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. We just don't collectively. Okay, bro. Let's kind of use it like with the hair mark. Now that out here, the Koreans got the hair game sewn up because they practice group economics. And because they practice group economics, when you got the few women that try to be an individual here, individual there, it's easy to get y'all up out of there, because I would rather get the $300,000-400,000 from them as a group than your little $10,000. I'm not even gonna miss your money. So they would rather deal with those Asians than rather deal with the black people, because they know how to practice group economics. But we want to be individuals, because if we get it ourselves out the mud, we can point at the next one and be like, oh, you broke, you a bum, you this, you that, instead of sending the elevator back down to bring the next person up. That hatred, that self-hate has been ingrained in us, bruh. It's going to take brothers like y'all, us, as a collective to try to break that, to break that cycle.
E,
and
you're
they're
right.
gonna
That's
mad dog the shit
that
out
industry.
you, bro.
That industry right there, E, is one of the most. It's one of the most economically detrimental activities in our community. That's what I have. I have a franchise of barbershops. So I've been doing that activity for 20-some years, bro. The crazy part is Black women specifically spend $19 billion a year. They're the only women that do this around the world. But from America, they spend $19 billion a year, bro, on artificial, or what they call synthetic hair products. That means whether it's chemical, whether it's liquid, whether it's tangible like hair, they spend it on these products. And everybody else, if you look around, everybody else use their regular hair, seemingly. Like white women got like Cinderella hair and extensions to a certain point, like comb and extensions and stuff like that. But they don't spend their money in that direction. White women get their hair chemically treated like perm to add a curl to it. But Black women spend $19 billion compared to the $2 billion that white women and other demographics spend collectively. Black women spend $19 billion.
So I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all real fast. How this the irony that I have that's funny. How the fuck can a woman tell you to keep it real with her and be real when she got on lashes and fake hair and a fake ass and fake titties? How can she tell you to keep it real?
Destructive mentality.
Well, it ain't to me. It was feminism. Feminism told Black women that their men are oppressing them, but we haven't. Black women ain't really been up under us really since we've been in America. They never really had to listen to us.
That's a fact.
So that's why I don't get why they keep saying we oppress them. No, we've never been able to. Your oppressor has always been Zaddy. It's just that your Zaddy told some of them to basically sell us out, and that's where them Cynthia G's and them type of women is spawned from. You know what I'm saying?
And you think about it too, even with the Section 8, right? Let's use Section 8 for example. A woman, if a man come in your life and wants to try to change your life, a woman would pick and choose, well, shit, you can't stay here because I got Section 8, and will make the man pack his shit up and move out the house while the inspector come through and look. To that point, like you said, we've never had that type of control where they say, you know what, fuck that Section 8. I trust you. I trust in you to do it, instead of just getting a voucher, and because somebody giving them a little piece of crumbs, they would pick that over the actual man.
Yeah, and let me speak on what Lulu said real quick. Hey, Lulu, so then you ought to know what I'm talking about. You, at least if you in California, they make it very hard. Because again, them Asians got that on lock, and you have to really look. The Black women that I know, and there's only like about 3 or 4 of them that got a hair hookup, bro. They treat that like a dope connection, bro. They not giving it up for nothing. So this what I'm saying is too few, considering that Black women spend the most money on hair, and it's not nearly as many Black women vendors that it should be selling hair to your own people. There's something wrong with that.
Right, controlling the market.
Right, the biggest consumers ain't the biggest sellers of it, and then not only that, my man that say he was a barber, bro, you got Asians that's going to school now out here learning how to do Black women's hair. So they trying to basically kick y'all all the way out the game, because if they learn how to do your hair, so now they're You're buying your hair from them, and now they're learning how to put the hair in your head. So they're going to be doing your head, your nails, your feet. You're getting all your beauty products from them. No one sees this, huh? No one don't see where all our money is going. So we got money to buy schools and this, that, and the third. We're just frivolously spending it. It's just like everybody who caught a weed case back in the day. Look at the slap in the face. Now it ain't nothing but weed clinics all in the hood. The Armenians and white boys running them all, but they put your ass in jail for selling weed on them same streets that they got weed clinics on now. You could want look, you could have at one time you'd have got charged for trafficking for delivering weed, but it's literally weed delivery services out here. It's on billboards. You could have cannabis delivered straight to your house. But if you'd have did that back in the days, you'd have been charged with trafficking.
Well, you know what, Ian, just like to piggyback on what you say, after they get done, they learning the Asians learning how to do the hair. When they get done, guess what they do? They go straight over to the nail shop, and they got the nail shop too.
There you go. Exactly. On lock. So it's like, don't nobody see that. Now it's a big deal. You know, you got these other people that's coming from these other countries, and they're just as racist as the people we've been dealing with for 500 years, but for some reason we think these people are our friends, and they're not our friends. They only use you to get where they need to go, and then they give you the finger straight up. And we
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if they doing it where y'all at, but that
you went out, big dog.
You went out. We can't hear you, Cross.
Yeah, change back. They feel like they supposed to keep you 2-3 cents, and they are like, what are you talking about? And it's like, man, it's crazy. It's like the respect is, like you said, is not even there, because they're sucking the money out of the neighborhood and sending it elsewhere, and they don't even live there. They post up there, they take the money out of the neighborhoods, and they send it elsewhere. And we looking crazy.
And being disrespectful while you spending your money, kick your ass and everything else. And you bringing money to them. They are so disrespectful to us as a people, but yet we still will go spend our money with them.
Oh, yo, check this out, y'all. Check this out real quick, yeah. 1 second. I want to do this 1 second so we can get this over with, so you can hear this broad talk stupid.
Shaniqua, this was years ago, because Marquis is 26 years old now. The period of his life that he was speaking on was 2009 to 2010. It was not as bad as 2022. And why will you be living where the 1% is living if you don't even have income? You wanted 50 cents to pay for you to be there? Why didn't you move to a more affordable city? Which I believe she eventually did move south. And then 2, you should have told 50 to take the boy full time and raise him. And that's because you really couldn't afford to give him the life that you wanted him to have. But nah, you didn't want to give him to his dad, because then those child support checks would have discontinued, and you would have actually had to go to work to provide for yourself and your daughter like a normal adult.
Excuse me. What kind of car do you drive?
I like that, yo.
2014 Corolla.
Hey, but do you notice with a lot of these, I ain't talking about the go-getter women. I'm talking about, you got a lot of these women that want these traditional men, but they're not traditional women. It's like, y'all want to be able to do what you want when you want, but still want to have the security of that man, and he not supposed to say nothing about it. If you do say something about it, you hate women.
She cheated on that man in his own house when he was on tour.
But that don't count, though. You know that don't count, Born. You know that don't count, because see, you know, she was going through whatever the fuck she was going through, and that gives her the right to have dysfunctional behavior.
I would have burnt that motherfucking house down too. Real talk.
But no, we got to recognize too, at that time and experience, 50 Cent was young in his activity of knowledge. He was learning like she was scheming. So his reaction was who he is, which was proper, and he handled it the way it should have been. But the undergirding situation is cultural amongst us, and that got to be addressed, because 50 isn't the only one. Every black man that receives economic elite prominence, bro, in this society gets a problem internally to demean his position or belittle his position of manhood as a man, whether it's to his wife, whether it's through his children and both, or whether it's through something socially that's sexually or, you know, abusively, you know, presented. So we got to address that amongst us, because 50 is just one of the many that they're attacking like that, bro. And they
we
keep
gotta
us
stop letting
distracted.
them use us too. Like look at how them Kardashians did Ray J. Now Ray J took the brunt because everybody thought that he put that tape out trying to clout chase Kim K. Come to find out, it was her and her mama, and the mama was even directing scenes.
Same thing with Marquis' mom. See, the same shit. And that's a good example, because their mom, like I told a brother yesterday, was running around with a whole bunch of niggas, bro, when they were babies and before they were born. That was her whole thing, running around with the NFL and Major League Baseball players.
Right,
so,
of course.
So it's the history, just looking at the black man as a horse, bro, as an animal. And that's what everybody does. We are strong, we're athletic, we can get shit done, but don't allow us to think. Don't allow us to have our own mind, and don't allow us to possess ourselves, meaning have a family, have an authority. And even when we get a wife, bro, as a black woman, she challenged your authority, which disrupts often your pursuit of success, which is the problem that we got now.
Man, Lulu, I wish you could put that in. I wish you could put that in the book. You know what I'm saying? Because in today's woman, that mouth, and most niggas, I'm talking about around the world. It's a universal problem, the attitude and the mouth. You don't have to speak on everything. Men, do you know how much stuff we swallow on a daily basis?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, come on, man, you shouldn't want to have problems with the man or the person that you lay up with. You should want to make sure that's the most peaceful place on the planet for you. When you come home, your husband is peaceful, you peaceful. But if you constantly, you know what I'm saying, you got to mouth off to your husband, it's like, well, okay, you're not going to have no peace and harmony in the house, and it ain't going to do nothing but keep the division going. That's the reason that I didn't want to go see that Woman King shit, because I feel like, you know, it's already a gender. You remember when this past election, they tried to make it a black man versus black woman thing because, you know, black men couldn't see a black woman be a vice president, even though the bitch never claimed to be a black woman.
Right.
You notice, I mean, everything is a gender divide. Do they come at Mexicans, white boys, Arabs, Chinese about no voting, no fucking, and all this kind of shit? But even they campaign at everything about how they advertise to us is even insulting.
Bro, the Woman King was the latest poison that they inserted in the black community. And it's an oxymoron grammatically. A woman king, like a woman king, the word king is the monarchy and rulership of a male. His equivalent is called a queen. And instead of, you've seen Queen Elizabeth just die after ruling for 70 years. See? Yep. So if they never called her a king, how would two white women make a movie about black women and call her the woman king, and let our boys, our baby boys, bro, and some of our young men see this shit and start believing that feminine, superior, loving, nurturing, authoritative disciplinarian that raised them as a woman, now she's the king. And if she's the king, what do I become as a male, black male?
And
but
then,
you know what?
At the same time, they uplifted the black Africans that sold other blacks into slavery. So it's like, really? So okay, no one
killed unmercifully.
Correct. Okay, do you see? So it's like, but we sitting up here, now y'all just mad. No, we're not mad. Y'all don't see the insult. It's the same thing with everybody who voted for Biden when that nigga said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me.
And that shit,
everybody should have gave that nigga the finger.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, E. When I heard that shit, just like when you sit there, we forgot. Even let's go back to Boys in the Hood. Even the famous line was when she looked at Trey, he said, when you gonna come? She said, baby, I can't teach you to be raised. I can't raise you like a man. See what I'm saying? And that's where we are missing. Back then, it was an acknowledgement hey, your dad ain't here, but you know what? We got to get you some uncles and some other people around. Baby, I can't raise you to be a man. Now they're saying, hey, I can raise you to be a man. I know what I'm doing. And this is, and all of it is based off, again, it's you, the woman is looking at the same person. She's looking at the child that the same man left her. So that whole focus is on, I'm going to get him back. Just like with the whole 50 thing. She despised looking at this. She see this little boy every day. And that's the same man that left her. She got to look at that. And she's got to guide him, even though that the same person left her. It's all go back the same way, man. That's why I said it's
I want y'all
fucked
to check this out. I want y'all to check this out real quick.
Hey,
hold
Cross,
up, boy.
she never took responsibility or accountability for what she did. So she never was with 50. She was plotting against 50 the whole time because it didn't work with her daughter's father that she tried to get. And that's the problem. The problem is the mentality that she got. 50 was trying to do right because he was taking care of both, like we done did in many relationships.
Hey, but check this out though. She the one, y'all heard her say several times. She say she the one who left. So if you the one that left, then okay, leave and go live your life and stop trying to slander this man. You can't have it both ways. You can't say you left him, but then he was so okay. If he was that bad, you left. What now?
Right.
She is jealous of that man's success. That is all.
All right,
jealous. She won it.
Yo, I want y'all to listen to this real quick. Y'all understand what I'm saying right now. Check this out.
Just think about a label.
Put father against son all over the world.
50 Cent post. I bet. All right, here we go. Child, I can't stay on here forever. I gotta go do a few things.
Where's Sugar Bomb at? Oh, there she is.
What's this? So no caption needed.
Where you come from? Truth?
What is this?
Did I not to finish the job with Ghost? Make you proud of me. Take this back now.
What is this? What is this? What is it? Like, I never watched it.
No caption needed.
It's a movie? Is this a movie?
Who is this?
Come on, somebody put me on game.
That's Power.
Oh, that's his son from Power. Oh, this is okay. Why you post this? Hold on.
I could tell from your clean, pretty suit you failed me again. Well, I didn't want to disappoint
you. Know what I'm saying, boy?
It turns out the only person disappointed was me. Is it true?
Have you tried that CBD stuff?
Hold up. Yeah, I want y'all to look at this because this is some real shit right here.
Hey, I have some.
Hey, boy, and that's what I was building on earlier.
It's what true. Have you been using me this whole time to get revenge on Ghosts? That slick motherfucker, man. He flipped you.
You see?
You right, Sean. You got me.
Go against the
whatever
family.
he said, it's the truth.
Okay, so here's the funny part about this. I've never watched Power, by the way, and I do think 50 is a pretty decent actor. 50, like, going into this, 50 just reverted to himself like this is a real conversation. This ain't acting.
Yeah.
This shit ain't acting.
Now you know. Now I know.
This nigga talking like he had a Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah, you're right, I know. I know you a piece of shit.
50, nigga, like
I know Ghost was right to put you in jail because that's where you belong.
Wait, that's what he's saying to his pops?
Not my father. You never have been. Just a bitter old thug. Ain't nothing more for you but the streets.
Damn, that's how he talking to his pops?
Where you going, kid? Take Natasha and the kids and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And just like that, you in a blunt, nigga. And just like that, nigga. And just like that, nigga.
Hey, what I say, boy?
Yo,
what I say?
So he clapped his son, right? I remember that's a talk. Yeah, he clapped his son. Clearly, that's a response to his own son.
Fair use.
Yo, that's crazy.
That nigga.
That's crazy.
Allegedly, 50 paid
Niggas
like damn near
done made
almost
a
$2 million
video
and
already.
also bought a crib for the moms. Like, so over the span of the child support, right? His son isn't getting child support. I'm talking about Marquis Jackson. Marquis Jackson, 50 Cent. His son ain't getting child support no more, right? But over the span of the maybe 21 years that he paid child support, he paid like almost $2 million and also bought a house. And recently, Marquis came out to say, "Yo, I was getting about $6,700 a month from 50 in terms of child support, and that just wasn't enough." You know what I mean? And everybody just really went in on Marquis, and clearly this is 50 Cent responding. And people always thought, I believe, that that scene in Power where he killed his son. I've even heard about it. It's the first time I see this. I've heard about it before. They always said that scene was for his real son, which was like a kind of creepy. Like, why would you even want to picture you killing your son? And I get to realize, man, that nigga hate his son. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Bro, these two look
thin line
exactly
between love and hate.
alike, dog. They look exactly alike. Yo,
Yeah, he don't hate his
looks
son.
like 50.
He don't hate his son. He hurt.
Bro, he looks like 50
nah.
when 50 was younger.
Yeah,
So
that's the wrong word.
Like,
That's a word of ignorance.
Academics don't
That's
know
when
what
I
the hell
realized
you're
50 was
talking
just a
about.
man about
Yeah. He a goofball anyway, bro.
Yo,
that
he
nigga
couldn't
goofy as
even
fuck.
forgive
Stupid
his son
as hell.
for certain mistakes. Maybe I don't want to say his son made,
But
certain
see, he wouldn't
mistakes
say that to
happened in
50.
life.
That's my point.
And he
You
couldn't
ain't
even talk
gonna tell
say,
50 that he
that's a
ate his
child.
son.
He don't know no better.
Slap the shit out
That's
your
a
stupid ass.
better.
Fuck's wrong with you,
Yeah,
nigga?
man, what is he going through? He don't know no better.
Care what my son not going through, nigga. I don't hate him.
Nah, he don't
That's
hate
that.
man.
That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit influence right there, bro.
Hey, see, this what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Niggas talking that dumb shit. That's
This
poison.
nigga talking like he know 50. This nigga
Yeah, he
talking like
don't,
he
bro.
know 50.
He don't. That's the shit we. That's the
You know
shit
what I'm
we dealing
saying?
with. That nigga off code.
Yo, hold on one second.
But look,
These
look
are
at the
old text
narrative.
messages.
But look at the
Yeah.
narrative that they
Fuck
put
that
out.
nigga,
Hold on
man.
one second.
This shit is wild. This is 50 right here. I don't even know what this is. He said, "Hey, I'm outside the house at the front door. I came to the front door, then the lights went off. What's up?" He says, "You lying. You outside? LOL. LOL, you front. I saw you look out the window. Good luck in life. You gonna need it." God, you know, nigga, this is in 2013. This is 10 years later. This nigga don't have no. This nigga has zero like heart to be like, nah, I miss my son. Damn, I used to change his diaper. I used to cuddle.
I'm not white about I want to
carry him
read the
around in
Texas.
my
Fuck what he
arms. He
said.
was on.
This
Was
was
he on the
Texas.
cover of one of
Text
50's
messages.
album? Like 50 don't give a fuck. I've never seen some shit like this. Look at this. Then Marquis said, "Yo, LOL, you fronting hard body now. How you gonna see me when I'm in the basement? Fuck you." Oh shit. You are your mother's child. Why would you lie about that? LOL. I need a blood test because that dick sucking you call a mom was fucking the whole time. God damn. Oh my God. Yo,
50 a wild boy, though. He a wild boy.
Yo, no, this
Nah,
is
bro,
crazy.
he telling the truth. That's a father. Just put
I
yourself
know.
in his
Yo,
position. That's why we gotta address.
Fucking
We gotta address
stupid.
academic
You had me drive
behavior
over
too.
there. Why do you
Yeah.
think I needed an address and shithead? I saw the lights go out, then I saw someone playing in the blinds, and there was no party going on. Fuck you too. You and your mom and your sister. Fuck all of y'all. God damn. His son says, "I might be dumb. Come through then. No need to get upset." Like his son, yo, his son is like, no, dad, my bad. Like, yo, just stop by and say hello to your son. But is that him typing this or is it the mom taking the phone? Damn, this is crazy, bro. Nah, 50, like, 50.
That nigga obviously ain't got no baby
military
mama.
nigga.
He obviously
I
ain't
don't
got
think
no
you're
baby
funny
mama.
at all. I drove out
he
here for
ain't a
nothing.
man.
Hops,
He ain't
you
a
tripping
man.
now.
He's
Why-
like Marquis.
Why you won't been get one? You had, is that what?
That's his
Pops,
mom
you
helping
tripping
him.
now. Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
his
guess you're talking
mama
about the DNA
shit.
test. Why you won't been get one? You had 16 years. Well, I guess he was 16 at the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
I know
mama.
you lying because you didn't even call me to go outside. They said, "Are you fucking crazy? I don't got time to play, boy." Yeah, this 50 is. Yo, anybody ever had a hard father?
I told
Pause.
you I
Like
would come
a
see
nigga who
you.
just don't tolerate bullshit, bro.
I came, motherfucker.
Like he might love you, but like he
Start turning
it's
out
through tough love.
out and looking.
There's no
through the
coddling.
blinds.
There's no
Trying not to look through
oh
the
yeah,
blinds.
everything gonna be okay. Oh, I love you, son. It's just straight to it. I told you I will come see you. I came, motherfuckers. Start turning off the lights and looking through blinds.
I'd be mad.
Oh my god. Yo. He says, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not fucking with you after this. I leave Atlanta in the morning. He says, so come through then. Fuck you. Nah, bro. Nah. This
Hey,
is
man,
different.
I don't like
Nah,
how
this
they
is
use
different right
people's
here.
personal
Nah, this
lives
is
for
hella different
laughs
right
and
here, bro.
shits and giggles,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I
Yeah,
really
man.
got a problem with that, man.
That's part of the
Was there
poison
more?
that a nigga addressing.
That
Is that
shit is
psychology?
disgusting, bro. That
Yeah,
shit is
yeah, man.
disgusting.
That influence in our community, bro, creates exactly what the enemy want. Niggas is the agent, bro.
I mean, shit that breaks you all the way down. People use that for
Look,
content
somebody
to
says,
clown you, bro. I don't like.
fuck
I
you.
hate that
All
shit.
I want is a gift
slave
like
shit.
your mother and your ungrateful sister. Delete my note.
This
You
nigga,
never
man.
call what the fuck
Slave
I'm
shit.
supposed to call you to give you. He said,
Yeah,
you
that
never
shit
call.
whack.
What the fuck? I'm supposed
This
to call
old
you to
Whoopi
give you something?
Goldberg looking ass
Sorry.
nigga, man.
Yeah.
He a straight cornball, motherfucker.
No,
And this
Oh, I
nigga
guess
no,
this
hold
is
up,
where
now.
Marquis reached
Listen,
out
hold
to
up.
him like,
Listen,
oh, my birthday
I'm
passed.
trying.
What's
I'm
up with the
talking
gifts?
about
He's like, yo,
the
fuck
text
you, nigga.
messages. Fuck him.
I know.
All you want is fucking gifts. You're like
Yeah,
your
I get
mom and
you,
your ungrateful
boy.
sister.
But it be
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
listening to this
He said,
nigga,
delete
man.
my number. He
our
says, you
brain
never
is
call.
being fed
What the
his
fuck?
shit
Am I
too.
supposed to call you to give you something?
And he's speaking like he got
Marquis says,
inside
well, if you feel
information or
that way,
something.
I don't care about no gift. It's this thought that means the most.
Fuck this nigga,
Cap.
man.
Boy, he gonna
he
hide
grown
right
now.
where he at.
It wasn't the thought. It's the 6,700, brother. That means the most. Remember that this money ain't
Karma
everything.
gonna get these niggas, man.
50 says,
Karma
I
gonna
don't
eat
have to
these
make excuse
niggas
for
up.
anything. I'm a grown ass man, boy. You talking about money ain't everything. You're right. But when you don't have any, you're going to understand why I work so fucking hard. That shit hitting, yo, that shit hitting like a hot knife going through butter right now, bro. That line, go replay Marquis.
He make Jersey look
You
bad.
talk about money ain't everything. You're right. But when you don't got none, you gonna understand why I work so hard. I'm done texting you. Delete my number. Then he says, thank you. And you know, damn, well, you ain't come out here to see, but if that's what you want to stick to, then I'm sorry. And I know why you work hard. Okay, God bless. I kind of feel bad for Marquis.
I don't feel bad for that little fucker.
Man.
But I guess you can't really
grown
talk tough
man.
to your pops, right? Like, and y'all ever talk tough to you because, yo, 50
This
tell
when he was
fuck
like
you.
15, though.
Like, the only thing
16,
50 didn't tell me was
16.
like, suck a dick. Oh, this was like, I'm tired of calling you. Why don't you call me? And please, I can't wait to hear this excuse. Good luck with your life, man. I tried to come talk to you. You didn't have me come all the way out there if you didn't want to see me, you little shithole. He said, it's cool. I never go out my way again. You disrespectful motherfucker. He said, you never do. I don't know, not father that doesn't even call their son for his birthday or get him a gift. He said, you are your mother's child. I don't have a son anymore. Oh, my God.
Yo, I'm going to tell you something. Reading them texts, listening to them texts being read, that sound like 50 is hurt.
Yep. Of course he hurt, bro. We fathers, man. I done been through this shit, bro.
Bro.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
That's
to
that
us,
man.
all of them here fathers.
I'm
Look,
going
but
through 12 year old something, and it's my ex-wife.
But don't nobody want to look at it through, first of all, they're trying to make it, and I don't think it got nothing to do with time, but even if it did, 50 is a mogul. 50 don't have time to be just sitting around the house. Most men on 50's level don't. Okay? As his son, you a man now. You got to understand that. Okay, dude,
Right.
you lived an above average lifestyle, period. We ain't even got, that's not even debatable.
Right.
But the fact that, especially now at 26, you can't see the fact that you was used against your father.
Facts.
is beyond way. I mean, bro, like I think one of them, somebody said that this nigga damn near 30 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, bro, when you gonna get out of that feminine mentality?
He ain't getting that, bro, because the environment around him, the environment around him support the narrative in which he was raised to desire. And that's the part, like academic, acting the way he acts, it gives levity for more of us to accept that type of mentality and behavior, bro. And that's the part when I talk about we gotta be unapologetically back. We gotta be checking niggas, man, that do shit like this. Because you're only propagating, you're only influencing the acceptance of this mindset and telling the next young black girl that it's okay, and telling the next black boy that if he aspire a family for success, then he got to go through that.
And as further as that is that he don't even have any kids. He ain't never been through shit. So you're saying that this man hate his son. You don't even have a child. You can't even, man, you can't speak on those shit. You know, that's like Oprah trying to speak on trying to tell you how to raise kids, a Dr. Spock and shit like that. Shit weird.
All I want people
Probably
to
live at
understand
home with their mamas.
Check this out. This is what I want people.
He got
to
all that
understand,
money. He live at home with his mama.
Check this out. Most of us have at least one parent in the household. Remember, 50 never knew his father, and his mom got killed when he was like 8. So that parently bond, he don't get it. So when your kid is like talking like that, granted, they both wrong. Because if my kid is spazzing, I'm not talking to my kid like he a grown nigga in the street. You know what I mean?
But see, look, you know what?
Like I said, they both wrong.
I feel you. Look, I feel you. I feel you.
I'm gonna pop you in your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I'm disciplining me. Your son is you.
I am.
And you have to correct you.
I'm not against the disciplinary. I'm talking about the verbiage. Punch him in the face. I ain't got no problem with that. But talking to him like he a grown man on the street, that's a little different.
Okay, but look, here's the thing, though.
Your verbal is your real tool.
Now I feel you on that. But listen, what I'm saying, you gotta understand, bro. I got 5 kids. Well, one of them passed, but I have 4 sons. 4 sons and a daughter. Okay, my oldest boy, when he passed, he was like 6'2 and a half, 270 pounds. So he was gonna get them dogs dropped on this big ass because he was a big ass as a youngster. But what it is what I don't think kids understand. They hear your mama talk to you crazy, but she's not my child. See, you are my child. You can't talk to me like your mama talked to me. See, I could snap. I could pull your look. I could wash your face and brush your teeth and comb your head for you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do that to your mama. So, correct. The faster you understand that you cannot get away with talking to your sire like that, the better it's going to be for you.
You are,
and you gotta understand.
One thing I wanted to add, bro. That we can't be passive. We can't be passive.
Right?
We can't be passive in our.
My father used to have to beat me 4 and 5 times a day, my nigga. I was bad as fuck. But I never spoke to my father in that manner. Even still to this day, my nigga. I grew up in prison. I never. You know what I mean? I never would be
but listen what you're saying though, God. You said your daddy used to whoop his ass. His daddy didn't do that. So at the end of the day, a lot of that come from him, like we said earlier, him not being around. But still, those conversations when we have them, like when I have with my kids, like we're saying, or we text where his son went wrong, who the fuck put that on the internet? Because people talk back and forth to each other, regardless if it's right or wrong. Like that shit should have never been like that's some shit like my son. I got a 13-year-old.
Have you ever been to family court? Have anybody on this panel ever been to family court? Because I have.
I have multiple times.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is this, bro. We gotta stop acting as if the villain is with the man. Because if you look into evidence, 50 Cent played a prominent, important role in his son's life until she cheated and he left that family home setting. 50 Cent also was responsible because when you see the text messages, bro, that's consistent communication in what they were doing before he came to their crib. And when he came to the crib, the boy acted up under the same influence that his mother would. So when it comes to the way he talked to his son, bro, let me tell you something, man. I raised my son with a stark discipline. He an upstanding young man, a recording artist in the industry right now. And believe me when I tell you, discipline is paramount. And if you don't give it to your son, he don't become a man, because it's the activity and capacity of discipline that makes a male a man. Males are born and men are made.
It's detrimental to a boy's health when he does not have discipline. That's a detriment to you.
Being the head of a household, the number one thing you need is that household. He provided that. He's paying. How many of y'all would have been straight with $6,700, however the fuck long?
Yo, he's paying
everybody
$20,000 a month at first.
Everybody
paying 25.
Imagine that he buy your mama a house. He's paying more than
25,000 a month, and he ain't saving up no money. Nothing.
What?
Hey, hold on. What's my man's name? Hey, I'm blind. I can't see my man's name. What's his name?
Elite Perfumes.
No, the one who was just talking.
Jack Kim?
5'5".
Oh yeah, him. Okay, look. Okay, big dog. I get what you saying, but man, come on, man. We not perfect. We human beings. We grow every day and we evolve. Now, as a man again who been through some shit with a baby mama, bruh, that is one of the most emotionally charged situations that you could be in when you're dealing with your child, and especially when you out here busting your ass doing everything that you could do just for your son to talk to you like you got a tail on your ass. Bro, most fathers are going to react kind of harshly to that, man. And I mean, you know, you got to give a father room to be a father as long as I don't kill you or hurt. Hey, bro, look, sometimes you got to use certain verbiage to get your point across. Again, you talking to a man with 4 sons. Right. Trying to just be cool and just, you know, nah, son, nah, bro, you gonna have to break you gonna have to put your hands on them niggas, especially when they start getting a little size on them. And they, bro, I be in the weight room every day. I go to the gym 5 days a week. Okay, I used to be 330 pounds, my nigga. I'm down to 235. I'm 53 years old. I can bench press 340 pounds right now.
Get it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is you're going to need every bit of that when you got sons, because when they test them waters, nah, y'all going to be like the SS Minnow. That waters is rough, nigga. You finna be lost at sea messing around with your old man.
And you know what? And you know what? Like you even said, think about it. And even like Josh said, the way the communication of the text, you could tell that was some mama shit that cut the lights off. Because the man logical, if he all about his business, he pulling up. Man, I'm pulling up. I told you I'm pulling up. Well, why didn't you get out to say hi? Man, you turn the lights out. Well, I didn't turn the lights out. Man, you playing. You on some shit like your mama, man. I ain't on that shit, man.
And he pissed off. I'm pissed off for the nigga. I would be hot. Why we playing? What are we doing here? You my son. Ain't nowhere in hell you supposed to be talking to me or playing these games with your daddy like this. Let me tell you something. My daddy and my grandparents, none of these kids would have made it from them grandparents back in the day. A kid was going to stay in this place. Right now, with society's rules, they got these children thinking they can talk to adults like they are adults, and that is some bullshit.
Speaking of that, speaking of that, check this out. We're going to jump from one topic to the next, because we got the Charleston White and T.I. confrontation, right?
Ooh,
T.I.'s son disrespected Charleston White. Charleston White went back at him. Now T.I. man, so let's get there.
Now, you know what? I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree on kind of little both sides. Now, T.I.'s son, okay, to me, dude, stay in your lane. For I don't even like Charleston White, but that's a grown man. You don't get to talk to a grown man like he a little teeny bopper. You don't, and T.I., you know what I'm saying? T.I., you need to holler at your son, man. Get off this internet beat shit, bro. Because the world is not going to be cool to
get straight into the a little bit about what happened between Charleston White and T.I. and just tell you guys a little bit about the whole situation, because if you watch this without no context, maybe it will not make sense to you. So let me just give a quick brief explanation of what happens. So if you guys know who Charleston White is already, I don't think this is any surprise to y'all, because Charleston White is going off at everyone, and he's the type of guy to say his opinions, and he doesn't give a damn what people think about it. He will just say whatever is on his mind, and that is really good for going viral. He has gotten a lot of attention lately. But yeah, T.I. and him started going back and forth, and it became like a big thing. So this whole thing happened because Charleston White has some problems with T.I.'s son, and then T.I. came and said to come speak to the daddy after he like had his beef with his son King Harris. So now T.I. is stepping in to defend his son King Harris after the 18-year-old got into some online back and forth with Charleston White. So after King's arrest last month, White just started going off at him, talking a lot about him. Then King Harris said some wild stuff about Charleston White, and then it became like a big beef between all of these people. But yeah, I think this is enough information for you guys. So before I show you guys the live, just let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this situation. Who do you think is in the right? Is no one in the right? Who's in the wrong? To be honest, I think both are kind of silly, but what do you expect from Charleston White if you know who he is really? And yeah, 18-year-old, obviously they're gonna have some problems and stuff, and just try to get some attention. And T.I. now coming into this is kind of crazy. But yeah, he's stepping up for his son, I guess. But yeah, let me know your opinion down in the comment section below. So let's get straight into the live video.
Oh, straight. Yeah, you in the big old pretty house door down in that drawer.
Are you in the nursing home?
No. I'm in my big pretty house.
So what's wrong? Like, what we gotta do just to let you, like, we just get off the internet. We just gotta pay. How much money we gotta pay you?
Hey, who was that, boy? Who was that talking to Charleston?
That's Funny Marco.
What are you gonna do when Michael comes?
Funny Marco.
Oh, who was that?
That's the comedian guy that he did. He do all them interviews and stuff.
Like, okay. You causing a lot of shit.
Why y'all don't want to get the killers and the gangbangers off the streets?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, we starting off with you right now.
Nah, I'm starting off with the killers, the gangbangers, and the rappers. I think the mothers would much rather me stay and the killers and the rappers go.
So how you fill out an application for the NYPD, the FBI?
I'm working for free. I'm a real life superhero.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a real life superhero.
Okay. So look, we gonna go. You know AT&T. Look, we gonna go to AT&T. We gonna get your iPhone. We gonna do that, right? We gonna start off with that.
I can buy 50 iPhones.
I didn't say you was broke. We didn't say you was broke.
But now, man, listen. I'm representing the poor nigga. I'm representing the poor nigga. All them iPhone niggas.
Nigga clickbait us. This nigga clickbait us this fuck video. Oh, here you go. Hold on, this is the clickbait.
Only way I can stop if the casket drop. Ain't no.
Hold up. Here we go, y'all. Fuck, you try to clickbait us, yo, on some bullshit. I got it now.
The pain away.
I put my foot so far up your, she'll floss your teeth with my shoelaces. You don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with mine, bro. Don't play with mine. Just don't play with mine. I ain't finna say no name because I don't play police game. If I go to jail, it's gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something.
And then you go tell her to get out, nigga. You go tell her to get out.
Game, man. I don't play no police game. Bruh.
1-800 tipster.
Hey, boys, you move around, man. Man, your life is real, bro.
Salute, bro.
It ain't no motherfucking joke. It ain't no motherfucking game. I don't make threats. I set bets. Hey, listen, bro. Just don't play with me and don't play with mine.
I think he's kind of
say what you want about me.
Leave my fucking
children out your motherfucking face, boy. That's it. And I wouldn't even know about it, man. Bro. The difference between me and other people, man, until you have people on your payroll whose households that you provide livelihood for.
What you talking about, tricks?
I got a business right here. We got have 2 dozen people on the payroll. I got a building in that dope. We got 18 people on the payroll. Nigga, I got 2 clothing lines. We got 30, 40 some people on payroll. Nigga, I got 143 unit complex with affordable housing down the street. Nigga, I'm providing jobs and opportunity to people. All you is providing is. Can you come tell me and mine? The thing we ain't never gonna do and pretend we on the same level. So man, look, man, get back, crawl back in your little dusty hole. Crawl back in your little dusty hole, man. Stay the fuck out my goddamn way, man.
He shouldn't even responded. He gave Charleston
And
White
I
that
wouldn't even
much
know
more clout.
what you had going on if it wasn't for my motherfucking old lady calling me and asking me about it. What's up, man? In that dope, big dog. I love and respect.
He ain't feeding into the bullshit.
Everybody who ain't got this show, everybody who ain't got shit going on, ain't got goddamn. You ain't got to come and cast your misery over here, bro. Nigga busy. It's fucking busy.
See, that's the one thing about the internet. It let niggas talk directly to people. They ain't got no
That being
business even
said,
talking
man, I'm gonna
to.
get back to trying to be positive, man. Get back to trying to be positive.
What you gonna raise some more women with your wife, nigga? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, here come Charleston right now, yeah.
Jeremy Schaefer and Republicans have extreme views against abortion. They support an extreme abortion ban, even in cases of rape or incest. Jeremy Schaefer and Republicans are wrong for women and wrong for Pennsylvania.
Hey, but boy, my thing
bro,
is,
if you want to see me in person, you can see me in person. And no, I'm not talking about academics. I done already spoke to
how we need this, that, and the third, and he seems like he's promoting discourse amongst everybody.
We've had our conversation, and
we're gonna talk about two.
We moved on, the both of us. Yes, ma'am. Could you give me one moment if you don't mind, please? Please, I will, but I'll be with you in 1 second. Thank you so much for your patience. Man, bro, all I want to do is mind my motherfucking business, bro. That's it. I ain't asking for none of this.
Hold on. Let me get to the part. Tired of hearing T.I. lie. He look like he about to go tell somebody.
Mama raised your mama and daddy raised a yellow freak. Yeah. T.I. son say, I'll whoop your old. Now, T.I., you raising these kind of little yellow motherfuckers. You got a yellow motherfucker look how your son look, talking about he'll jump on a 50-something-year-old. Yo, boy, hey, so T.I., them the kind of boys you got? Say, T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow motherfucker. I shoot right in his goddamn throat. Look, I wish an 18, 19-year-old would jump on me. Boy, I Trayvon Martin, that little motherfucker. I swear to God, my right hand to God. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If T.I. son jump on me, I'm on George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, his little mother. I'm gonna let him get on top of me. Pow! Pow! Yeah, I'm on Trayvon Martin, mother. He got me fucked up. You better get your son, T.I. Little yellow motherfucker ain't never been hit across his goddamn head with a baton, with that Rodney King baton. That yellow motherfucker talking about jumping on me, hurting me. Boy, you better get your boy Tip. You better tell him you work for Crime Stoppers. He talking about I got a badge. You had a badge, so I had a badge, T.I. Remember, they had you going around doing a community service, talking to the kids about reporting crime because you got caught with a bunch of guns on federal paper. We don't know how you beat them charges, T.I., because one thing every the feds know, they don't give a damn about that. So tell your son, you inspired me to be a tipster. Yeah, I want to be like T.I.P. I used to wear my hair and everything like you knew. I want to be a tipster. So tell your son, I got an idea from you. Get that little motherfucker check before he end up like Trayvon Martin with me. I'm a George Zimmerman kind of nigga, neighborhood watch. I'm on the phone with the police. They telling me don't follow him. I'm following him anyway. Yeah, I'm following him anyway. And if he whoop me, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm just like George. I'm just like George Zimmerman. I ain't bullshit. I'm one of these little motherfuckers that kick my. I'm with
That's
George.
that cool shit that makes it lost in the
Kick little
message.
mother,
You know what
kick
I'm
my.
saying? That's
I'm
that
on
cool
George
shit.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
That motherfucker talking about he'll whoop my old. If I put the mace in the badge down, I ain't gonna never put this mace down. This is non-lethal. Yeah, I ain't gonna never put this down. I'm gonna put it down on the, and especially a young mother with all that energy and violence and anger and displaced rage in his heart that he want to try to project off on me because he really want to kick your ass, T.I. That's what it is. He really want to kick your ass. Clifford, you talking about he gonna whoop me? He lying, mother. I swear to God, he lying. You talking about? I look like getting whooped by a little old yellow freak like him, man. Man, that'll be the death of me. I let your boy whoop me, Clifford. So you better get that little. He done went too motherfucking far. Talking about he go whoop me.
Yo. All right, y'all.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was funny as hell. What y'all think about the situation?
Yeah, okay, it's funny, but okay, again, what exactly is Charleston White's purpose? Are you trying to promote unity or
Yeah, I
whatever?
mean,
Like, what? Because you sound like you want beef like a lot of these other niggas online do.
No,
but you got, but
community though.
one thing we got to remember now, he always say he ain't never put harm or try to do destruction as far as kill a young man. We said earlier, like you said, you had an older son where you had to discipline. If you look at before, T.I. even put out and said, hey, I talked to his mom and them, and guess what? He don't want to listen to me. The problem was that shit didn't have nothing to do with him. He jumping on that shit, talking. Man, this nigga was up in Chicago, man, with all the come on, man. Like at the end of the day, some of these kids, like you said, is disrespectful. T.I. got his son. You see videos, his son in the hot tub smoking weed. He inside, he done caught him. He know his son had the stripper hose. Come on, man. That's the problem. We, like you said, we got to be unapologetic. What he doing is he's shocking them. And then if you look at a video, T.I. said, I just want to say, hey, salute to you because you got to him because what he did was expose. Nigga, you ain't about that life. The fuck is you doing? This a 50-year-old man. And like you just said, back in our days, ain't no man. T.I. should have pulled him to the side and said, hey, leave that motherfucking man alone. Because even Bootsy said, his mama and them said, leave that man alone. So he should pull Tootie to the side and say, leave that man alone. Just like you said, you got no business coming down here. But see, what it was is he touched the nigga. Like we do when we on this panel sometimes. You touch niggas' soul. And what happened was it made him open up and see all that young niggas didn't know that his daddy did all that shit. So now you done brought back some shit up that you should have shut the fuck up. That's the problem with niggas. Niggas talking these big ass words and shit. Nigga, don't nobody believe what you doing. You a comedian now. Stay a comedian, T.I.
Hey, Cross, not just that though. Not just that. What's the name? Put the battery in T.I. back. See, T.I. didn't, he was unbeknownst to any of that going on. Right. And she, once again, that wicked feminine influence comes along and deceives you into functioning like a robot. And he went and jumped in some shit that he should have corrected his son first. Like you said, the new generation don't have to respect us because their mothers are Oprah babies.
Exactly.
And they've been taught that we don't have no position or power, respect, or authority in society. So they're always challenging what an older black man is saying and doing, bro.
They want you to try to step in once they no longer can control him. But it's like, okay, but you kept them away from the daddy for so long that they don't respect the daddy neither. So you kind of got to deal with that animal at that point.
Bro. Right.
And that's why,
You deal
And
with
that's
it.
why CW said, hey, at the end of the day, this little nigga went to jail for up in the goddamn Waffle House. So you saying he's still a kid? No, this nigga's a grown man in my eyes. This nigga told me he gonna kill me, man. You better get this little motherfucker. Just like a little kid, an
Hey, Charleston
18-year-old.
White
I
could
was
have
over
said
there.
all that without George
I was
Zimmerman
over there the other
picking him
day.
up.
I was over there at the
Straight up.
barber shop the other day. The little young nigga talking shit to me. I told this nigga, we gonna lock these motherfucking doors, nigga. You gonna have to call your dad. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't gonna talk to me like I don't know you, nigga.
Right.
You don't even took the time to just even show me respect and say hello. You come in here with an attitude, pants hanging down. Nigga tell you to pull your shit up. You act like I'm disrespect you, nigga. There's other people. It's a public facility. And that's what
Hey,
I'm
look.
saying, shit like that.
Did y'all see the video? This was maybe about 3 weeks ago, where the woman, I guess her little son was being a little badass. She took his phone away from him. That nigga destroyed the whole
Man, I
house.
saw that shit.
I'm talking
Fuck that
about
one.
broke the toilet, broke the face bowl, broke all the TVs, kicked the doors in, broke out all the windows, broke all the chairs, the dining room table, the stove, the refrigerator,
And what she
everything.
say? What she say? The excuse was, E. What did she say? He was bipolar. He had medical.
Yeah, some bullshit. Nah,
Bullshit
that's
ass shit.
bull. Bro, look.
That nigga would have been bipolar.
He would have been bipolar.
No,
He
hey,
would have been
boy.
bipolar, all right.
Boy, listen what I'm saying. Boy,
Hey, King, pull
listen.
that up, King. See if you can pull that up for E.
That
Pull that
nigga,
one up.
that nigga literally, she walking through the house with a phone crying instead of jumping on that nigga ass with a crowbar.
Man,
but that's
for
the world.
real.
That's the world we've rescinded back to slavery without the physical change, and we don't understand it. Like your children are not your children. You're just a breeder, and they're the product, the cub.
Yeah, that's what you
so,
said.
So you're not allowed to be the parent. Your brain, they done tricked us so much over the last 30 years that they like, oh, don't discipline your child. Like I told a brother earlier, there is no passive discipline from father to son. There's no such thing. As a matter of fact, if a son gets too old in the pride and he don't listen to the father will kill him. See, so we stop acting passive. Marvin Gaye was my example when I was a boy. I was 11 years old and he punched his father in the face and his father shot him.
But see, but Marvin Gaye, if Marvin Gaye was out here getting high, that nigga was,
but regardless of what, you don't disrespect your father. That was the lesson.
That's a fact. Women, yo.
That was the lesson. The lesson was, forget his house lifestyle. But the lesson was, nigga, you don't disrespect me.
Check that out right there.
Look at the house, though, bro.
Yeah, look at the house.
That shit crazy, man. Ain't no motherfucking way. My son or not, man. That nigga 13.
They
That
say he
nigga
has mental illness. You guys have to read that too.
Oh, really? I know it's mental illness. All mental illness can be solved with a physical example. Now let the cops come. Let the cops come and watch what they do. See? You keep playing with it. Yeah, watch what the cops, watch what they do to him. You seen them shoot that 18. You seen them shoot that 18-year-old mentally ill boy to death in front of his mother.
Hey,
she called the cops on him.
Y'all know what disease. Y'all know what's wrong with the kid, right? That's called lack of ass whooping-itis. That's what that is. Lack of ass whooping-itis.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, that looks like more mental illness than anything.
Nah, nigga, they ain't never. That kid ain't never. That child ain't never took an ass whooping. A child that took an ass whooping wouldn't have did that.
Let that be the reason.
Now, ain't nothing mental about that shit right there,
child
my
ain't
nigga.
never took no ass whooping, bro. That's all that is right there. Look,
no, he right. He right though. He right. The kid is mentally ill. That's why the parent, if that was my mentally ill child, I would show him where he got his mentally ill from. See, my reaction would be mentally ill as well. Hell no, nigga, you getting this work.
Hey, think about it, E. We had people like Monster Cody and all that. Ain't no niggas doing no shit. There ain't no niggas was killers. Ain't niggas going in they mama house tearing up no shit like that.
No.
You out of
Man, I
your
don't want to hear that
mind?
mental ill shit, man. There's
Look at
killers
that
in jail.
house,
Them
bro.
niggas ain't tearing up their...
Look at the
that shit.
fucking house.
Where's the red job?
And she crying.
Man, nah, man. We had killers back in the days. Niggas never disrespected their mom. They ain't want their mama to know they was bad. Man,
Facts.
you can't get me.
Nah,
That's called
fuck
cultural code, man. We ain't got no cultural code.
Yeah, but she looks
See?
mentally ill. Look, did you see this? Did you see her in that mirror?
Bro, they took the power. They took the power away from the dad. Look, when I was again, I'm 53. Okay,
So am
back
I, bro.
all my daddy, like my parents and my grandparents, this was not tolerated at all, and you as the child knew that, and you knew your place. Period.
Period. Nigga,
That
we
was
couldn't
it.
even go
In
in
the story. It ain't no discussion.
Hey, E, we couldn't even go in the living room, the nice living room. We couldn't even sit down in there back in the day. What they talking about?
And guess what?
That's true.
When they had company, you had to go in your room or go play.
That's right.
You
Grown
couldn't
folks
sit
talking.
around the adults. You could
Grown
not.
folks talking. That's
You
right.
was not allowed to do that. That's why these kids think they
Yep.
can talk to adults like
That's
they
right.
adults.
These adults smoking weed and drinking with their kids.
Facts.
Nah, that's
See,
crazy.
y'all keep calling them there. They don't belong to them. The kids are born in the matrix, bro. The internet raised our children of this
And then the
generation. That's why it's alien
What
to
y'all
us.
said, that's real. That's real talk. Because
It's alien. It's
anytime the
alien
kids
to us,
are
bro.
acting
Just
up,
think about how we was raised. We was raised by people. They was raised by the internet. And
Well,
the
yeah, we the last
dominant
generation.
influence.
We
You gotta understand, we the last generation. We the last generation that knew what life was before the internet.
Right.
Exactly. That's my point.
And then look
That's my
and look
point.
at
They
it
was
and
born
look
in the
at it like
matrix.
this. And for T.I. not to even know it's coming from grown men shit, the part of it is that nigga, the fault is in you, nigga. You ain't even got no son that you can even
Yo, T.I.
control. This
probably had
nigga's at
mange
Waffle
raising that
House,
little boy.
and then you gonna say I talked to his mom and them. Nigga, you supposed to pull that nigga back in that room and whoop this nigga ass until he get it
Hey,
right.
but look, you gotta understand
Probably had a
too.
90 raising that little boy.
He's suffering. That nigga suffering from what Marquis suffering from. That nigga mama was a
Exactly.
singer. Nigga daddy was a rapper. He a little entitled, high yellow nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who think he could talk to grown people like that? T.I. and them was going on tour and was doing shit like that. They wasn't messing with that little boy yet.
Right.
He
And
is a
then
little bit
listen.
bigger than that because he don't have the respect for his father because
That's
his
right.
father, like my son, if my son got into an altercation with a grown man, my son gonna refer to me because
That's
he
right.
already knows this man is not my peer. This man
That's
is my
right.
father's age. This man is my authority. So I'm going to refer to my father, even though I can handle him in a moment's notice. But if I don't have to use him and deal with him in self-defense, I'm going to deal with my father.
And
And
he
the
even
problem
said
is
it. And
he
see,
don't
and
got
then
that.
right, and then Tip turned around and said, "Why don't you come and talk to me?" No, nigga, because that's what your son was supposed to fucking do. So I ain't talking to him. You need to talk to that nigga. Tell that nigga to leave me the fuck alone. And then the nigga come back and tell him he gonna put his foot in the nigga ass. And here's the way it goes wrong, because you can tell lack of a father ain't been around. Man, he's still a kid. No, he ain't,
Nah,
nigga. He's an
it don't
adult.
work like that. Look.
See, you
when you
keep calling
talk
him
to
a kid,
grown
and that's
men,
why he is a kid.
but look, when you as let's just say teenager or whatever, when you feel like you could talk to a grown man like you a grown man, then don't get mad when you're treated as a grown man.
That's what Fresh Flow
See, you can't
Entertainment
have
said.
that. You can't have that. You cannot have that both ways. You can't be a child, talk to a man like you a grown man. Then when a nigga treats you like that, you want to go back to being a child. Nah, bruh.
Right.
Nah. If you're going to talk to a man like you a man, then you got to deal with the consequences like a man.
That's
now, I
right.
ain't saying, now you as that man, you are automatically going to know that is still a child, but you got to be stern in your
That's
Yo,
right.
I think T.I. knows that he has a little mental
Y'all remember
illness
Baby
too,
Boy? I remember Baby Boy. I'm gonna tell you what I did to T.I. say. Y'all remember Baby Boy? Well,
Oh
Omar
my
Gibb
God.
said, "I'm not gonna punch you in your
up
face.
Big Reams.
I'm gonna whoop his ass with a belt.
That's
I'm
right.
that nigga whoop his ass with a belt."
But yo, King, check this out. Check this out. I think T.I. knows that his son's a little like off his rocker. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a little scared for him. So he's trying to be overprotective.
No, ain't no scared when you on the internet telling you gonna kill a niggas. No, nothing to be scared about. That's what I'm saying. It's
Stop giving an excuse. Ain't no excuse, my brother. Let's stop being. I keep saying, let's stop being passive with our
like prime
masculinity
example.
and manhood.
That's like I give you an example.
That's how T.I.
But
is
what I'm
looking at
saying
it.
is,
You know what I'm
just
saying?
listen to
He
this.
felt
It's
he
like
knew his
a
God was a
prime.
father.
But yeah, but it's like a prime example of this. All of us are older men except yourself, Mac, right? So if I go to the convenience store and I pull up and a 19 or 18-year-old mother tell me he gonna kill me, now at that time, I'm not looking for his daddy.
Right.
What the fuck am I? I'm not. Why would I look at? He just told me I don't know him. Think about it. He don't know him. He jumped. It's like I get out the car and like a nigga like, what's up, nigga? What you looking at? As us as old men, who you talking to? I'm talking to you. Well, then now there's a whole. I don't know what y'all age bracket do, but when y'all say stuff like that, it's the words that trigger us because we know. Hold on, something ain't right, dog. I ain't bothering nobody. So if I ain't bothering you, then I'm not gonna say, hey man, go get your daddy. No, nigga, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then you gonna go get your daddy. Yeah, you gonna
Like
get your
Charleston
daddy
White
because.
said, he said if he jump on me, y'all gonna bury him. And I don't know if y'all listen to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z got a song called Meet the Parents. And it's one of the most prolific songs the black community can listen to because it tells this exact story. And the mantra is niggas be a father because you're killing your sons. And that's what's happening. When we fail to be a father, we don't sometimes we don't pull the trigger, but in the story, he eventually pulled the trigger because we allow another man to be placed put him in a point of danger.
Right.
And ignorantly, he'd be a woman.
bro.
He'd be a woman. It's not his nature to defend danger, which is not the nature of a woman. That's the nature of a man. So when you're not being a man, you expose yourself as being vulnerable to real men with other motives.
Okay, but look,
Can I
ain't
ask a
nobody,
question?
everybody on this
I heard what
panel.
y'all saying on that. I heard that.
How old is he?
Like
He
Probably
18.
like 19, 20 around there.
20
All right,
now,
so
yeah.
check this
But hold
out.
up, let me say something real quick.
This
And
is
this
what a
is
better
just a
gauge
fact.
it. Check this out, yo. When you 17, 18, they could give you life in prison, right? So how is he a child at 19, 20?
That's a fact.
That's
That's
the
a fact.
ignorance of the so-called parents. That's the ignorance of the so-called
But
parents.
what he's saying, but I agree with that. What I'm saying is if the courts are saying that, well, we're going to try him as an adult because he was competent enough to carry out this type of crime. Well, at 19, 20, nigga, you damn sure grown.
Yeah. And then I give y'all an example real fast, man. Over here, here in the South, I'm in Alabama. Let me tell you what these kids did. And my son, man, this shit, what I heard. My son's 13. He goes to school. These 3 kids, they all play sports. They play ball. Well, last Sunday, they decide it's a white guy and 2 black dudes. Well, no, it's the white guy and 3 black dudes. They all play sports together. Well, the white guy obviously must have been having something going on. They waited till Sunday to meet him at 6:45. Now, this little young white boy, now he went over in the hood now. Now, he carrying his gun. They decided they was going to set the white boy up to rob him. Well, when the guy went down to try to reach for him, the white boy shot one of the black kids that didn't want to go. So now they're saying that now they're charging the young black kids with murder, and they're gonna let the white boy go. And I told them, man, they had no business over there fucking around. These are 13-year-olds. So again, when a 19-year-old, whether it be a 16-year-old, we gotta change that shit and let them know you cannot tell somebody who is a citizen, who is working and go to work and take care of their kids that you gonna kill them, dog. You can't tell a real man that. That's dangerous because again, I'm not thinking about the fact that, oh, you might be a child or you might be this. I'm saying there's a place, and where's the dad? Like when that kid just tore that shit up, you notice we ain't see the daddy nowhere. We ain't see no uncles. We ain't see no granddaddy. We ain't see nobody. It's just her explaining, well, maybe that's because that's an emotional. But that tells me you became his friend before you became his mama.
And bro, on the real, what we got to realize is this: in a man's life, you go from a boy desiring maturity. Once you reach maturity, you focus on morality. And right now, when you're older, like he said, I'm a 50-year-old man. I'm worried about my survival, nigga. I ain't got nothing else. All the other shit I done lived for. I ain't got nothing else to lose.
John,
so when you
check this out.
engage me and threaten me, I'm going to come back the worst way to rid you because I know you're a threat.
If you coked up and you popping pills and everything with your wife and all that, and you end up having a seed and all that, don't you think a little bit like the seed's gonna have a little?
Man, I don't look here, man. It's a lot of crack babies from back in the day. I'm telling you, niggas did not go in their mama house. You ain't never see a nigga go in their mama house and tear up their house or say he gonna kill, or like you see nowadays beating up their mamas and shit and twerking with their mamas. I'm telling you that crack era was bad, but niggas was embarrassed. It was more of an embarrassment for you, your parents, or anybody to know that you sold drugs or your parents was on drugs. You did not go in there and tear up shit and blame it on no damn medical shit.
Hey, Cross, who killed Gator? Who killed Gator in Jungle Fever, Cross?
Yo, if anybody in that situation and your kids break your shit, leave it broken so they can understand the actions of what they did and the repercussion from it so they can learn from it.
I'm gonna break their ass. I'm gonna break their ass. That's how they learn. That's how they learn what breaks.
Man,
You
look at
break their ass.
the first wall and the first knob he break. Man, the first knob he break, I'm snatching his ass up.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is, as a woman, right? As a woman, when that little nigga gotta take a shit and he can't because the toilet broken, maybe that's when he gonna understand. Maybe I shouldn't have did that.
Nah, his ass gotta go. That nigga gotta get the fuck up out of here.
You gotta redirect that energy.
Hey, hold up.
You're thinking about it as a man. I said if you're a woman and you're in that situation, you don't have a man. You don't have a
My mother used to whoop my ass and I was 6'3", bruh.
I was just about to say, it don't matter.
It don't matter. That don't
matter. My father got killed when I was 5 years old. I ain't never think about doing no shit like that.
That woman got to literally replace everything.
All of that, right?
Oh, no. That's the problem. She don't have to replenish. Her ass is gone because that was a part. She's out. That's the problem. These young kids don't understand After Effects is like playing a fucking video game. You don't get a restart. So when you get that, that's on the record, and you get kicked out of a motherfucker, and you're never gonna go back there. Now you done fucked up where your mama stayed, and guess what happened? A childish motherfucker and selfish motherfucker gonna get mad at his mama that he homeless. That's what happens. He gonna blame her for being homeless. There's no accountability.
And that's the point I'm making. Make him understand that word. Your actions have repercussions, brother. Like,
pain.
You're gonna be 20
pain,
years old,
nigga.
You're gonna do some dumb shit, and you think the society gonna forgive you? That's not how it works, bro. Somebody gonna come kill your ass.
That's a fact. That's a whole.
What happens? What happens if they place him in an institution, in a group home right now? What about the abuse that comes from that? See, when we quick to give our kids to the enemy instead of handling our kids as parents should. When you rear your child, you rear it in the law of Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13:24 tells us, "You spare the rod, you spoil a child." For you defect with love, and if you don't discipline your child, you don't love your child.
Hey, hold up, bro. We're not handing nobody. Look, okay, since we was talking about 50 earlier, let's take 50. 50 was trying to do right by his child the way he know how. A lot of us try to say what we think it is. 50 grew up under some different circumstances. The average person didn't grow up the way 50 did. So he did.
You saying he should have beat his kid?
No. Listen where I'm going with it. What I'm saying is he was trying to be there for his child. He was met with a lot of resistance. He like, you know what? I eventually gonna have to cut the cord. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know that saying, bro, like it's like if you grip a rope too tight, sometimes you hurt yourself trying to hold on to something. You gotta let it go to heal. You know what I'm saying?
So you right. But check this out though. That same trauma, 50 messed up with the trauma that his mother implied on him. True. He was attracted to a woman with the type of mentality that his mother had. And when he got with that woman, he seen that he couldn't have the family that he desired that he didn't have. And then he made the conscious decision, which was right. I choose me. And his son is different than T.I.'s son. 50 has a real relationship with his son. It's just that now his son is up under the machinations of his mother creating this image and promotion campaign to try to get some more money. That's why he
Right.
topped it,
And you
because
know
it's the
what?
same
So
cultural
he
technique.
still put up a bunch of money in child support. He bought him a house. He still made sure that, okay, we don't have the best relationship, but financially,
he bought that nigga a Porsche for his 16th birthday.
You see what I'm saying?
Aries Spears, you right. Gator father killed him. See, we ain't got no fathers in the home protecting the home anymore. So when the boy come manipulate and misuse and abuse the mother, the father steps in and handles the destructive son. So when
Right.
Jungle Fever,
Well, and that's just like I give you. Hold on, but I give you an example like when E said this. Now, and I agree with him. It's not the same with 50 and T.I.'s son, but what's scary is the fact that T.I. was. Both of them still have the same similarities, that they were distanced as fathers, and he tried to make it right. And the woman did it, but the scary part, there's a woman living in his home that created the mess for T.I. to even get it. You see what I'm saying? It's even worse on that scale, because I'm like, damn, if Tiny never told T.I., this shit wouldn't even never happen.
That's why T.I. wasn't man enough to be like 50 and cut ties with Tiny back when he should, which is evident now. He's lived a life in that shit, from her being with what? Other men, scandalizing like Charleston White said, and crime. She allowed him. How do your queen, your wife, your backbone allow you to conduct yourself in activities of crime when you've made it to a point of success and security? If she's not like that, remember, back to Ghost. Tasha told Ghost, nigga, what else you gonna be? He said, damn, I don't know no drug dealer or kingpin that ever retired or didn't go to jail dead. So what we talking about, Tasha, we gotta be legal and right. Now he was telling her, but her mentality was, nigga, we gonna stay street regardless of our success. And that's the mentality that we gotta stop having in our homes, because that's why 50 Cent's son think like that about his father, bro. If not, he would have had his father's mentality and would have been a hustler, whether his father is with him or not.
And then you know what really backfired for T.I. trying to play into, again, I'm gonna go into the whole European type culture where he tried to show his feminine side as a strong black man when he said, well, you know, when he's walking through the airport, well, I talked to my wife and his grandmother, and you know, I told them he's gonna end up. That sounds like what a grandmama would say. That's not what a daddy would say, and put it on the internet. That's why I said it looked weak then. So that's why it showed, nigga, you didn't have a say-so in your home anyway, because you done all this scandalous shit and you trying to just walk away from it. But you ain't owned up and hold no accountability, because there's no way, we know that all us on here ain't gonna get on live and say, yeah, y'all, I tried to tell him my son, the way he going to jail. I told his mama and his grandmama. Man, we don't talk like that. That's behind the scenes. You supposed to handle your home. You ain't handle your home. You put your home business out on front and said that really you told everybody your son's going to jail because you can't control him.
And when he go to jail, he gonna be somebody's girlfriend because he look like a little bitch.
Yeah, high yellow nigga ass.
Yeah, but
it's fucked up, man.
Here go the thing, though. Again, especially when those kids was conceived,
they need to put him in some boxing, man. He's too feminine.
Dudes' careers. Now, for you, if you're going to be, let's just say, since they rappers and they achieved the level of success that they had during their prime years, man, they wasn't going to be around a lot. They was going to be out promoting, touring, you know, doing their shows. I mean, you know, bro, you have to understand that too, that if, you know, it ain't like they waited till later on in their career when they not touring as much and all that to have kids. But it's like 50 told his son, bro, one day you'll understand while I grind the way that I grind. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's at the sacrifice of the kids. The one thing that we make a mistake of, we be looking at a lot of women for their body and their beauty instead of their mindset. And then you know, once you really understand their mindset, it's too late. They put that messed up mindset in their kid into the child.
Right.
Well, that's
And
what we've
that
been
go. And you know
addressing.
what?
We've been
E?
addressing
And
that
that go.
from the beginning. You feel me?
But
The
you know what?
deception of
E?
a woman is her first power.
That's
So when
just
she
like
do that,
get
when
these
she
IG
do that,
models pregnant. Them IG models ain't shit, but niggas still impregnating them, and they telling you, well, yeah, nigga, if we get a hold of you, we gonna get you for
Right.
anything we can. And niggas
But you
still
know.
want to deal with them.
But you know what, E? One of the things they be forgetting, these young niggas need to watch movies. Think about it. Sugar Hill, right? Sugar Hill told the whole with Romeo was a dope boy, and like we said before, the girl said, "Hey, you shouldn't do this no more." And guess what happened? The nigga threw the people, but guess what? The streets kept bringing them back, and that's what we got to tell niggas. Like, man, it's okay to stop and be something else. The scary part, and even me, man, being from, having the background of, out there, being self-employed or self-entrepreneur, however you want to call it, we are so much of a business and CEO type person. We are afraid to transition, but being a working man, and everybody done worked on him, we all done that and grind and came up, it's no difference. It's really no difference. We are afraid to take that step because they're so worried about it. You see what I'm saying? And that's fucked up because that much as you work, a lot of times you wish you could take back some of the shit you could have spent with your kids. So with people like 50 and them, they have that opportunity, but at the end of the day, they made it right. And that's why I can't understand why T.I. didn't even check his son. Like, he should have did that shit out the gate. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You a millionaire. Why are you on the internet? What, you got low self-esteem? What the fuck is you doing?
Right.
But you got to be that type of a man first in order to be that type of a father. And that's the problem, bro.
Yeah.
Accountability go both ways. But when the woman is leading the family, when he on tour, and she's the mother, the mother's supposed to maintain because she's the first teacher. The mother, the first teacher of the child. So if you got the mother right while you on tour, she maintaining the family. It's called being a homemaker. And the black woman has been taken out of the mindset of being a homemaker and a nourisher into trying to being a provider and a protector. And that's the wrong mentality, but that's become our social culture.
Look, to me, where T.I. dropped the ball at, all he did was give Charleston White more clout because, just to me, Charleston White was a nobody. Nobody knew who in the hell he was before the internet. T.I. had a name, so you gave him, he benefited far more by you responding to him than him saying whatever about your son. The fact that you yourself responded to him.
Right, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, and here's the thing: people don't realize, even with CW, he been doing it for so many years. He been saying shit like that. People don't know that. People start, and even when before that whole, like I said, when you asked who that was, it was Funny Marco. When he did that, there's a lot of people that watch it because at the end of the day, we all got an agenda, meaning as a purpose as parents. We saying the shit is getting old now to the point where these rappers and shit are starting, and these kids believe them. Dog, do you realize, like, with my kids, we cannot stop them. You know how we used to play video games. I use this for example. We used to play video games. We went over each other's houses to play. That was a social thing. Do you know kids nowadays watch? Most parents can vouch for this. Kids nowadays watch YouTube of other people playing video games. It's so much that it's so much that it's taken. They don't even play the video games. They don't even play the motherfuckers. They just sit there and I mean, they done tapped into something where we are lacking. Just general.
Hey, Cross. Let me interject for 1 second to address.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
John Hamilton said, none of us can tell the next man how to raise their family or how to react to situations. And John, that's the fallacy. That's the problem in our community. We don't have no standard or cultural code where we can make each other do collectively the same. We ain't all got to wear the same uniform, brother. We could work different jobs. Let's just live in the same house. And when you live in the same house, the house got rules and codes. And that way I can chastise and correct your children. You can chastise and correct my children without ignorance or abuse. Our children will be raised up with discipline and respect. And that makes a better community. And the
That's
problem is we're the only living organic thing that's living on this planet, bro, that think with an individualistic mindset. Everything else thinks with a collective mindset. You've never seen one raindrop. You've never seen one snowflake. You've never seen one leaf. You've never seen one vein. You've never seen nothing that white people, yellow people, or brown people do. Everybody say to us, y'all people, they, them people. That means their brains see you as a collective. But black people are always saying, not me, I, my. No, bro. We raise our children a certain way so they all interact with each other a certain way so we can build a community that has standards that other people got to respect.
So quick question.
It's called being responsible so that we can't be held accountable later. And right now, every generation is being held accountable for the failures of our parents, bro. And somebody got to stand up and say, let's stop it and be on code. So son, your father is my brother and I'm your uncle, and you don't do that. That's how we got to be living.
So question for you, Ja. Do you think back in those days, back in the old folks' days, the code was there, and then somehow we just didn't keep on carrying on the tradition? As far as, like they said, that it was a village that raised the neighborhood. It was you couldn't do that going down the street. You can't walk on every neighbor's yard. You can't throw trash, because back then everybody did it. When they cut grass, everybody cut. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. They kept shit maintained. Do you think we lost that in the mix?
Frost, I remember when they attacked us, Cross. They hit us in the head in 1984. They gave us 3 waves of oppression. They brought Ronald Reagan in. And Reaganomics hit the black community finally after the economy was up under it for 4 years. So they gave us Ronald Reagan. They gave us the war on drugs, because that's when they impressed us with crack. And then they gave us Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey separated us. It made black women think that they can function as a wife to the government and the system of America rather than the family structure. And that's what damaged the black community to a point to where we begin losing that cultural respect. As I said, when the movie Jungle Fever came out, that was the late 80s, when early 90s. When Gator cut up in the house, Gator got killed by his father. 10 years before that movie came out, we all as Black America seen it played out in real life with Marvin Gaye. There was a sense of respect in the black community, and men upheld it. And some men upheld it with a gun to their son's stomach. And this is my point. To end what I have to say, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, when a black man forget who he is and has lost his way, the black people should study the lion and obey his nature. And if you are a king, bro, you have to have a queen. And a queen, in order to have any position of loyalty and royalty, has to have a king. So our problem is we have to get the black man and the black woman together and build a community based on standards and codes called being unapologetically black. Love black first, and everything else will come afterwards.
Facts.
I gotta go, my brothers. Peace. Y'all have a blessed day.
Peace.
All right, peace, y'all.
Yeah, Sugar Bums. she's all triggered right now.
You definitely said some real shit right there.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Because like I said again, at the end of the day, you know, when that's why I always tell people, you got to always look beyond the individual. It's always the purpose. If the purpose is bigger than the person, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and you know what? Like, even your boy had to get, regardless if he gave the clout or not, he had to be respectful from one man to another. When T.I. said, hey, I'm going to just keep it like this, man. Hey, you made me see some things, and because at the end of the day, most people ain't gonna play. Think about it. He said, I ain't gonna kill. He even said a couple of things. He said, non-lethal. I'm gonna use non-lethal on your ass. And then he also said, I'm just gonna lock your ass up, because you know why? Your ass is a problem. Your daddy can't control you. Your mama can't. Ain't nobody listening. You ain't listening to nobody. But guess what? We know put them damn cuffs on your ass. See, you're a celebrity. You ain't used to that shit. You're not
you
used to
think
that.
the
You
cuffs
just a
are gonna
brat.
work though? You think the cuffs are gonna work or gonna make him?
Oh, hell yeah, because he's a brat. Man, this motherfucker used, man, listen, what has he worked hard for?
Because
Right?
he
That's the
trying to be
whole.
like the old T.I., right? You see
No,
it.
he can't be. No, he ain't, because he ain't even no hustler. He's living. Listen, bro. Think about it. If I'm a millionaire, I trip off these millionaires because I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was a millionaire, bro, why the fuck would I be on YouTube? You're gonna pull something from an interview from me. I'm not on YouTube fucking with people on YouTube. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna deal with my audience, my whole graphic audience, right? If his
You think
audience
there's
is
people
that,
going around saying, "Yo, your daddy's a rat, yo. When I catch you, I'm gonna do
well,
this."
yeah, because it resurfaced. Because back in our days, that's what we said. We said that already. Y'all just don't know that. Yeah, we all know that. But see, y'all don't know that. So what happens
So
is,
you looking at
all
it
he
like,
did.
"Yo, my daddy ain't no rat. Yo, I'm gonna defend
No,
my
no. We
honor."
all, like I said again, from even your boy King will tell you. Remember the time, King, when he had just got out, he went to the awards and got pulled over with having all that X. Him and his girl had some broad in the car. See, people don't know these type of things. That was back then. That was during the awards. That was the first time. That's when he was getting wild with the X. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was popping the X like crazy. Everybody know that shit. But that's what I'm saying. All it does is this just old shit is being resurfaced. So his son trying to play gangster didn't do his homework. Because you got to remember, he lived in that house with his daddy. So his daddy never probably really talked about it. So now he talking all this, oh, I'm this and this, because all he heard it was the good things. Think about it. If you a rich kid, you ain't gonna never hear no bad shit about your daddy. Come on, man.
No, that's a fact. That's true.
Yeah, you want to hear all the good shit, but you ain't outside. They let him know. Think about it. He went on there, starting on the internet, doing paintballs, talking about he pulling up on niggas. I mean, all the kid shit. So now why would you be fucking with a 50-year-old motherfucker? Because you ain't coming over here. I ain't shooting paintballs. I don't got a paintball.
Y'all know Sugar Bum is insane, right? Sugar Bum is absolutely insane. Y'all know that.
My tax dollars fund giving y'all food in the house, and
Sugar Bum is out for rocker right now.
Sugar Bum had me laughing my ass off. I can't even front, bruh.
That's crazy. Shout out to
If
Sugar
I'm paying
Bum.
for your food stamps, I have a say so.
Sugar Bum is insane.
Yeah, that's true now. That's true. That's true. Hey, look, Sugar Bum got all that. That means Sugar Bum got the white man on his side. They got best of both worlds. I guess that's what they call it. Huh?
Nah, Sugar Bum fucking with motherfuckers. That's what
I know. I'm just fucking with it.
All right, y'all. You know what time it is. The guy got to get some rest for the JOB, the Justice Cycle Born.
Man, hey man, I want to just say, man, peace to the panel, man, to these great men, man. Y'all come on here, man, and we iron sharpen iron like a motherfucker,
Hey,
man. And I
when
respect y'all.
when y'all come out to the West Coast, see, I'm gonna bring y'all to Venice Beach and Santa Monica Beach. We ain't finna go to the hood. I don't want to bring y'all from the East Coast to the West Coast hood.
I respect y'all, man.
Right.
I respect y'all like my big brothers, yo. From the youngest here,
go hit this gym. We finna go drive some
iron.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm finna be like, hey, this is my East Coast giant ass homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. You got the East Coast. You got the East Coast style Suge size.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, like I said, if anybody got any age on them, do not tell me y'all ain't got no love for the East Coast. I'ma say it's all cap. You niggas is lying.
Fact.
You niggas is lying.
Tell him, E. Tell him.
How can you not? When the nigga used to turn on to see back in the days, I know a lot of you young, you Thundercats, y'all don't know nothing about the jukebox. When you called in the video and you paid the little $1.99 to pay the video. All them videos, for the most part, was East Coast videos. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, E, that special ed, I got it made.
I got it made, bro. That's in the playlist, heavy rotation.
See?
Let me tell you something. Real quick, boy. Real quick.
You already know. I'm the idol, the highest title, numero uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know.
Hey, that
What?
nigga say, he said, I'm not a trader. If what you got is trade, but maybe later. But my waiter made potato alligator soup. Hey, nigga.
Nigga, what?
Yo, salute, y'all.
Man, shout out to the legends.
All right.
Peace, God. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. We'll catch up. All
right. Peace, chat. This the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. And we ain't no Bloods or Crip. We doing our own thing. Btbtv that started his own gang. Like, nigga, what? I'm out.